Ooh, let me get y'all adjusted right. There we go. Oh, here we go, y'all. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Hey, y'all. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. At least in my hood. I hope it's beautiful in y'all hood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Oh, shout out to Naya. She was helping me sing it in the comments. I saw your comment, Naya. She was helping me sing, y'all. Let me get y'all up on my other phone. Let's see something. How we doing, y'all? Let me know in the comments in one word. How we feeling? How we feeling, child? Okay, okay. I was fussing with AI this morning, y'all. Me and AI was fussing because, the reason my content is still good, right, is because and I'm when I say content, I mean like, some of the stuff, the pictures and stuff I put out is because I still put a lot of thought in the prompts. It's always in the prompts, y'all. I don't know why I'm talking about this, so this got to be a message, right? Whatever you get, y'all, is only as good as the information that you put in. Always remember that, right? So I be over here fussing with AI because I don't need my shit to be looking generic and stuff like that's retarded. So I was sending that shit right back. I'm like, no, that avatar is horrible. Please redo. I say this to say, y'all, anything that's automated, right? Intelligence, whatever it is, y'all, artificial, all of that shit, y'all, it's not a bad thing because this is only good as the user. That's you, child. Right? That's you. You are the user. There's so many damn people out here, y'all, trying to put out all this damn AI content. And the shit isn't even a good representation of who they are, right? Anybody can put your ugly ass picture in the AI and say, give me a morning motivational, whatever. But you're not even a motivational person, right? That's called inauthenticity, y'all. And the thing is, I love it though. I love AI for the simple fact that now you see people in their inauthenticity. If you a bitch, then your AI need to be a bitch. That's stupid. Right? If you whatever it is, y'all, and I don't mean it to say that in particular, but I kind of do, right? A lot of times you got to understand, right? People will throw some content out there, y'all, that isn't even a representation of who they are. And then they wonder why shit ain't changing. Somebody, maybe you need to revisit your content. I don't know why I'm talking about this, y'all. Right, maybe you need to revisit, right? Throwing something in AI and just trying to make money, y'all, is never gonna work. And that's why people like me are never afraid of technology. People like me are never afraid of anything that is new and exciting because ain't none of that shit unless you about something, right? It's still about you, the end user, the person that's prompting, the person that's putting the information in. So even if we're talking about job security, right? Maybe somebody you concerned about job security, right? But let me tell you again, it ain't many jobs that can completely be replaced if that job is based on a human being's authenticity. Always remember that. I'm a CPA. Ain't no amount of AI can replace me. And the crazy thing is, y'all, my cheap ass clients, they be trying to figure out every tool they can use to replace an accountant. You can't. And that's stupid anyway. Why would you want to replace the one person that can help you make money? That shows you the small mindedness of people, too, right? I could just use QuickBooks. Okay, you can. It don't mean that QuickBooks right, right? Oh, I can just do this. I can do it myself. You can do all of that. But that attests to the accuracy of your information. This is a message for somebody. Stop being cheap. Stop taking the shortcuts. If you want a product, a presentation, or whatever this is that's built to last, then you got to put a little bit more of you in it. Hello. Don't know where that's coming from this morning. But today, y'all, is all about magic. I hope y'all are having a beautiful morning, y'all. It's Tuesday, June 16th, 2026, y'all. How we doing, y'all? Oh, what y'all got going on? I had look, I'm over here looking at the I'm reading the comments, y'all. Mona, how you gonna be scared to go to the chiropractor? All they gonna do is crack and snap some stuff now. You might come out of there feeling a whole lot better. Hold on, let me see something, Mona. Should Mona go to the chiropractor? Should Mona go to the chiropractor? Mona, what the hell you got going on? No, yeah, Mona, take your ass to the chiropractor, girl. Yes, the Hierophant and the Three of Pentacles. Y'all got to get that shit worked out. It's gonna take more than just you to go to the chiropractor. All right, y'all. Let's get into this morning energy. Y'all know y'all my babies. For my babies, I pull a card and two for y'all in the morning. These other people, I don't know them like that, right? These other people, I don't know them like that. Mona, take your ass to the chiropractor. You're gonna be fine. Take somebody with you to hold your hand. It was the Three of Pentacles. All right. So either you, the chiropractor, and the nurse, or you take somebody with you and the chiropractor, and the three of y'all get yourself cracked up, child. Look, it's 721, y'all. That's 777. That's three sevens, y'all. All right, Mona, that's support, right? 7 times 3, y'all, is 21. 333, support. Take your ass to the chiropractor, Mona, and then get your ass on the Discord and tell us how great you feel. Beautiful rising, y'all. Today is Tuesday. I love my collective, y'all. We support each other with 30 people watching, y'all. 3 is the number of support. All right, 3 is the number of creation, right? We all have to come together to help each other. All right, so go and get yourself together. Go and get yourself together, Mona. All right, y'all. Today is Tuesday, June 16th, 2026, y'all. Let's talk a little astrology. All right, before we get into your love, life, and relationships, y'all. All right, today is all about the magic, y'all. Okay, Venus, y'all, which is the planet of love, is currently in my sun sign, y'all. What is that? Leo. Hello. All right, Venus is in Leo, y'all. This is forming a beautiful, dreamy trine with Neptune, y'all, because Neptune is the planet of illusion and spirituality. All right, and intuitive. It's in Pisces, y'all. It is in Pisces. If you have Leo placements, Cancer placements, Pisces placements, all of this is going to be very important to you as well as the collective in general, y'all. All right, at 11:40 p.m. tonight, right? This is one of the most romantic and enchanting transits of the month, y'all. Now, while we talking love, it's astrology, y'all. I can't. This is what it is, right? This is when Venus moves into Leo, it's gonna be about love, y'all, right? So it's a time when boundaries soften, all right? Soften your boundaries, soften your walls. I tell you, queens, it's not that you got to do anything, but you do have to soften, right? Because sometimes y'all stuff get real weird right before it smooths out, right? Like you could be going through a whole uproar with your person right now, and y'all will be fine later on today, right? You got to understand how these transits work. And we are in the pre-shadow phases of retrograde, y'all. We do have a retrograde coming up. See, a lot of times we don't even understand, y'all, why things take place in our life, except for the fact that you should, because all you got to do is understand astrology, y'all. And a lot of the transits that take place, we are human beings on this earth. We are made of energy, God source energy. So if God has made the universe, which is the heavens and the earth, right? The heavens and the stars, the earth, all of that, then you will absolutely, as a human being in this earth, experience energetic shifts within your own physical body when certain planetary transits take place, y'all. That's just real. That's even based on where you live. Y'all know that some states and cities that you live in have a higher rate of suicidal, right? Suicide, right? Because of the elements, right? The rain, the darkness, the gloom, the doom, right? So do not act like y'all don't know that your environment absolutely impacts your energy. And a lot of times, y'all, people don't want to admit that. You don't want to admit that you've been depressed 10 years because you've been in that same city with nothing, right? You don't want to admit that you've been depressed 20 years because you still live in the same projects around the corner from your mama them, right? So you got to understand that your environment absolutely impacts your energy. And it is that lack mentality of I can't afford to move. I don't know nobody. I don't want to be by myself that keeps you in a poverty mindset, y'all. It's a time, y'all, now where the collective, you have to move out on what it is that you know you desire for you above fear, y'all, above fear. Many people stay in places, relationships, whatever it is, even jobs, careers, because of fear. The fear of moving on, the fear of doing something different, y'all. All right. So I'm gonna tell you, this energy today is really um about understanding what you want new, right? Feeling this urge to just break the mold, try something new, right? Something unconventional, even in your relationship dynamics, y'all. It's like, what do I want to do now that's going to align me with my heart? That's all Venus in Leo means, y'all. It's not necessarily about a relationship outside of you. And see, a lot of times when we say relationships, the first thing people say is, oh, is this about a man or a woman? Then this not for me. No, the relationship is with yourself first, right? There is no relationship with another man or a woman until you understand the relationship with yourself. And I tell people that all the time. People be wanting to have relationships with a man or a woman, but you ain't even got a good relationship with yourself. Hey, Deja. All right, y'all. So let's see, y'all. Moon in Cancer. All right, Moon in Cancer, square Neptune and Saturn, y'all. All right, so the moon is in this deep, sensitive Cancer. All right, deep, sensitive Cancer. All right, my water signs, you will feel these transits heavily, y'all, right? While the morning might bring some emotional fog and the mid afternoon could feel a bit heavy or serious, right? These are just fleeting moments. Lean into the overreaching Venus Neptune magic. What does that mean? Lean into what you know you desire for you, right? Lean into what you want, not what you see, not what you think, but what you desire, y'all. It ain't about what you see, because what you see is temporary. Because guess what? 5 minutes ago has now become the past. Hello. 5 minutes ago has now become the past. 2 seconds ago has now become the past. It ain't shit you can do about that. You have to continue to look forward, y'all. Continue to look forward. Forward thinking. Forward thinking brings about forward movement, y'all. If you still stuck in the past, that's why your ass ain't moving. That's why you still in that same podunk ass city. All right. What this means, y'all, is this energy is deeply healing and incredibly generous, y'all. All right. So if you've been holding on to past relationship grievances, right, today is the perfect day, y'all, to forgive and just let that shit go, right? Forgive and let it go, right? Forgive and let it go. So what you got to understand is that all of this is what you need to know, right? In order for you to move forward. If you want new relationships in your life, get new relationships, y'all. But the energy today, especially if you're looking at these astrological transits, Venus in Leo wants to be adored and appreciated, right? In every relationship in your life, your mother, your father, your children, right? Your loved ones, your husband, whoever. You want to feel appreciated. So today is a perfect day to forgive and reunite, or forgive and let go. You don't need to force anything, and your natural charm will attract exactly what you need, y'all. All right. So the overall vibe is energetic, it's magnetic, it is compassionate, y'all. All right. It's a day to release rigid expectations of a happily ever after, y'all. What does that even look like, right? For everybody, I want my happily ever after. What does that look like? Because you don't even know what your life is going to look like. Stop worrying about happily ever after and worry about today. Hello, right? Worry about today. You can't get to the happily ever after until you worry about today. Somebody, you've been having a lot of psychic dreams. All right, I just saw psychic dreams. Somebody, you've been having a lot of psychic dreams. All right. Let your inner child out to play today, y'all. Do something wonderful for yourself or your partner. Wear a favorite outfit. Plan a spontaneous, creative date, y'all, if you are in union. All right. What is one magical moment? One thing, y'all, that you do for yourself, right? One thing that you do for yourself or someone else today, y'all. Let's get into the energy, y'all. I'm gonna start with this Star Cleo deck. I never start with this deck, y'all. This is usually a deck I just use when I do spiritual gifts, but I always follow God, y'all. And God told me to start with this deck. And I said, okay, shit. I don't ask questions, y'all. I just do as I am told. All right, welcome to the live, y'all. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. All right, let me tell you something about my moderators. If you come in my chat with that dumb shit, you will get yanked. Because if you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't, I don't give a fuck. Scroll your ass on. Right? I don't even look at the comments no way. All I see is they blocking y'all dumbasses. So I will say this: scroll your fuck ass on, because don't nobody give a fuck. Fuck boy. Hello. Because I know that's some dumbass man. who jacking his dick this morning because he ain't got a woman. Sorry, that's what I heard. Hello. All right, y'all. Let's get into the energy. Welcome to the live, y'all. I am the lady empath. 1111, y'all. We don't do that fuckery around here. You will get cussed out in the name of Jesus. Hello. You will get cussed out in the almighty name of God, because I don't give a fuck about you or your mama them. All right, let's get into the energy, y'all. What is it that we need to know most at this time? Welcome, collective, y'all. Welcome, y'all. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, the awakening. Say that shit, y'all. All right, the awakening, y'all. What did I tell you? I told you I saw psychic dreams, y'all. Somebody, you're going through a major shift in your life right now, and there's definitely something going on in your dream state, y'all. See, this awakening card signifies a profound awakening, a moment of clarity where the veil of illusion is lifted. Somebody, either your lucid dreams or your nighttime dreams, is trying to show you something, and it has everything to do with your awakening. It says it embodies the initial steps of the journey toward enlightenment and spiritual evolution, right? The figure's emergence from shadows symbolizes overcoming fears and stepping into a new realm of understanding and purpose. It represents the blossoming of inner wisdom and the revelation of truth previously hidden in the shadows of uncertainty and doubt. Somebody, you're going through a profound awakening. You could be seeing doves in your dreams. You could be seeing light orbs. All right, somebody, it's like you know that you have been in some type of galaxy. You could even be having dreams of galaxy, because now I'm seeing Star Wars. All right. So somebody, a lot is taking place in your dream state, right? You're becoming more aware of your dreams, which can allow you to make better decisions and choices, y'all. See, somebody, you are a divine judge. And it's like God is giving you that information through your dream state at this time. Somebody, you now need to pay attention, because your dreams are actually leading you towards making major decisions in your life and your physical body, is what I just heard God say. Because God gave me a message yesterday, y'all, that said a lot of times we do not have time to go ask and pray and listen. Maybe you ain't got no penny or no coin and say, hey, God, I need a yes or no. Let me flip this coin. Sometimes you're going to have to listen to your body. Mona, listen to your neck. Your neck is trying to tell you something, right? So I'm gonna tell you, y'all, whatever it is that you holding on to, when y'all go to these doctors, whether it's the Reiki, whether it's chiropractors, say to yourself a prayer. As I experience this chiropractor shit, as I experience this Reiki therapist, as I experience whatever, right? I release anything that is trapped in my body, y'all. Because somebody, if you are a divine judge, you know judges be under attack. Now I'm seeing one that judge show with the black lady. Oh, what was her name? It was during COVID. I can't even think of the name of that show, but I loved her. It was a black female judge, and it was on during COVID. And the thing about this is, y'all, that damn lady was always under some type of an attack. 733, y'all. 7 is spirituality, 3 is support, coming together, right? You got to understand, as a collective, we are always under some type of an attack. Even if it's because you sitting here on YouTube minding your own goddamn business this morning and motherfuckers got to come attack, right? We are always under attack, y'all, right? Always under attack. No, it wasn't Divorce Court. It was a real show, y'all. She was beautiful. It was a series. It came on like maybe Tuesday or Thursday nights at nighttime. And she was a black female judge, because that's the only reason. It wasn't none of that reality shit. No, it wasn't none of those reality shows. Y'all may have not watched it, but she's a great actress, because it was a mainly white cast. Well, it was a black and white cast, but she was a black judge. I say that to say, y'all, people were always attacking her. They were attacking her marriage. They were attacking. All rise. There you go, Marky. One of my ladies always come through. Yes. All rise. There you go. Y'all need to watch that. All rise. That was a great sitcom show, whatever you want to call it. Shit. It kind of faded out after COVID, because it was a courtroom based show. So how much can you really record during COVID, right? So I say that to say, y'all, everything under that lady's life was always under attack. When you are the divine judge, y'all, it says the judgment of God or other supreme beings and deities within a religion or a spiritual belief. See, somebody, you tearing down religious dumb shit. And I'm going to tell you, you are what? The chosen one at the bottom of the deck. You are the chosen one, y'all. Somebody, you know exactly who you are. You know who you are. It says God always looks out for his chosen one. Everyone around you will be blessed and experience unconditional love. You, right? You and everyone is covered under divine protection because of you. Many people have a purpose and a calling, but few are truly chosen. See, if you are truly chosen, y'all, you understand justice, which means you understand light and dark. You ain't sitting around this world talking about everything good. You are not Joel Osteen. Hello. Love is great. Love is kind. God is good. People are wonderful. No, the fuck they ain't. People crazy as the fucks. But you're also not your old granddaddy them talking about everybody gonna die and go to hell. Because that's stupid too. There is divine balance, y'all. Divine balance and justice means that there is light and dark to everything. There is love and there is fear. And if you walk around this earth feeling like there is only love or that there is only fear, then you are still out of the will of God. God wants everything to be balanced. Because guess what? If you live in this goddamn world thinking everything is love and peace and sunshine, this world gonna eat your ass up. Divine judge, y'all, because you are the chosen one. And now that you understand who you are, you have obtained what? Immortality. Let me tell you, when you know that you are the chosen one, what's the first thing you stop doing, y'all? Going to funerals. When you truly awaken to being a chosen one, you stop going to funerals. Don't invite me to no fucking funeral. I'm not going to no goddamn funeral. 636, y'all. 6 is harmony. 3 is God, support, creation. What the fuck I'm gonna sit here and look at your ass in a casket for? That's stupid. We are immortal. I am not sitting in this raggedy ass church looking at Nam body. When I went to my grandmother's funeral, I said that is the last funeral I go to. And the only reason I was there is because that was my grandma. Anybody else can get it. I am not sitting my ass looking at your ass in no casket. We are immortal. The body that you have is a fucking shell. When this body passes on, your soul lives forever. And I don't care if it's in one red cardinal, motherfucker. Your soul is still here. Stop seeing y'all ass at people grave sites crying about what? That's stupid. Immortality. The spiritual essence of immortality encompasses the eternal survival of the soul. Do y'all know why Asian people burn their bodies cremation? Because they don't care nothing about a body. Only black people be talking about, oh my God, you gonna burn them up like they still there. That's stupid. Right? That's stupid. Nobody, my mama said that. Oh my God, that's so morbid. How you gonna burn a body? Because that's not a body, you retard. That is a shell. Nobody cares about that. When your soul is gone, that body is literally a shell. It's some armor that your ass had to get here in order to get through this world. You are immortal as long as your ass understand God. Now, if you don't believe in God, that's why your ass be at the funerals crying. You don't believe in immortality and that the soul lives on. That's why your ass trying to crawl in the grave with your mama. Spiritual essence of immortality encompasses the eternal survival of the soul, y'all. Liberation from physical constraints. Too many people are constrained by the physicality of this world. You are constrained by the physicality of the world. It's stupid. A deep connection with the divine and infinite wisdom, y'all. It highlights moral consideration, symbolizes hope and continuity beyond physical life. The reason people are so freaking immoral is because you don't even believe in immortality. So you just do dumb shit. Because let me tell you, if you are a horrible person in this world, you're going to come back and get that same fate over and over and over again. That's why I don't care, y'all, about crazy people who try to attack you, people who try to send you spell work, people who sending you evil eye, people who praying against you. I don't care about none of that, y'all, because the law is the law. Divine judgment is real. How them people show up to you today is how they are going to suffer. They in hell every day. You in heaven, girl. Stop playing. Immortality. Hello. What else we got? Yeah, spiritual teacher. Because you a spiritual teacher, y'all. Somebody you're very wise. You are a spiritual teacher. I have had this deck. Oh God, I've had this deck years, y'all. I ain't never seen this card come out. And I love it because I'm not one of them people that go through my decks before I get them. Who the fuck got time to be looking at all these goddamn cards? I shuffle that shit up and send it out, y'all. I have had this deck, I know, 4 or 5 years. And I ain't never seen this card. Spiritual teacher. I love it. It says you are a spiritual teacher whose deep wisdom profoundly influences the heart. See, the reason people get pissed off at me in the beginning, y'all, because I be teaching y'all some shit. They want a bitch to just pull cards and tell them about their future. Bitch, you don't know about your future until you can live in your present moment. And that's why all these people get on my live and they be talking, you gonna read, you gonna read. Yeah, I'm reading your ass. You don't know, you need to learn. You need to learn, motherfucker. You cannot read. That's phonics. You need to know the letters before you can read. Hello, I'm giving y'all ass the letters, right? Because y'all be wanting to read, but you can't read unless you know A to motherfucking Z, and then how to put that shit together with consonants and vowels. And y'all be talking about, I just want to read it. No, motherfucker, because people been reading you all your life, and that's why you ain't got shit yet, because you don't even understand the fucking basics, stupid. Just get to the reading. Just get to the man and the woman and to the love. Well, you ain't gonna get none of that shit until you understand you, dummy. Hello. You gonna read? No, bitch. You read. That's the problem. You don't know how to read. I know how to read. That's why my life is beautiful. I know how to read. That is why my life is beautiful. You better get these notes and bolts first. That's why your shit fall apart. You need to tighten your damn screws. Somebody working construction, and I'm talking to a man, got to be, because I'm seeing nuts and bolts and screws. And your motherfucking ass up here every morning watching my shit, hating on it. Don't even know that I'm teaching your dumb ass every day. Spiritual teacher. You are a spiritual teacher whose deep wisdom profoundly influences the hearts and minds of those around you. Your teachings, rooted in personal enlightenment, offer a beacon of guidance. See, people don't want to learn shit. Inspiring transformative journeys because they don't want to fucking change in countless individuals. The clarity and compassion with which you convey spiritual truth reflect the highest ethical ideas. People don't like ethics. Hello. And your presence alone motivates a greater collective. A motivated bitch, they really don't like her. And awakening. Your pivotal role in humanity's spiritual evolution is irreplaceable, just like you. Hello. And you ignite within us a recognition of our own boundless potential. I am a spiritual teacher. My duty is to uplift the collective. If you want a fucking tarot reading, then take your ass to a dumb bitch, because that's stupid. Somebody, you a spiritual lawyer. All right. I got spiritual teacher out here, y'all. All right. Time travel. I told you. Somebody, there's a lot going on in your dream state right now. And what you're doing is uncovering what it is that you need to teach the collective. And it has everything to do with immortality. At the point the collective understands that you are just not this flesh, yet you are 5D and 3D. As my left ear rings, somebody, your left ear is ringing, you begin to pay attention to every sign that God gives you. Somebody, you got an eyelash in your left eye. What you got to understand is this, y'all. Everybody wants what it is to get to the good part, but you can't get to the good part until you fucking listen to God. Somebody, you have been doing a lot of time travel, and God has been trying to show you some things about your own spiritual gifts. See, you are able to open gateways in realms. Why? Because you hold a butterfly key, and it's because of your ancestors and your generation. Yet people never truly wanted you to know about your ancestors. The reason people don't want you to know about your ancestors is because then you will never truly know about you. You're able to open gateways to realms outside of this dimension, and you also have the ability to jump timelines. And as a collective, once you understand your own spiritual power and your own spiritual gifts, people can no longer manipulate you, y'all. The reason people don't like me is because they can't fucking manipulate me, because I see they motherfucking asses. And at the point y'all begin to use your own spiritual gifts, people will see you the same way. Hello, right? Time travel, y'all. We are a spiritually gifted collective. People want you to make you believe that they gifted, but not you, so that you can be always codependent on other people. Pray for me, be there for me, support me. What grandma, what you think about such and such? And your grandma is the biggest witch. Mom, what you think about something? And your mama is the biggest witch. Daddy, I think I seen this man and I think I love him. And your daddy is the biggest warlock. Hello. Somebody, you have a butterfly key and it's been granted to you from your ancestors. You possess a profound connection with your ancestors, a bond that transcends the mere passage of time. See, you are anchoring, right? Anchoring you to the wisdom and the age past, y'all. This lineage bestows upon you not only guidance, but also protection, as if your forebears walk beside you. Somebody, you are so highly protected, and it really pisses other people off because nothing they can do ever affects you, y'all. If you are a true chosen one, these motherfuckers can send shit at you day and night, y'all. Ain't nothing gonna take place. Yo, you might stump your toe at best. At best. They sending magic at your kids. Your children might have a upset stomach at best. But then when that shit come back to them, they lose their whole life. Hello. This lineage bestows upon not only guidance, but also protection, as if your forebears walk beside you, whispering counsel and shielding you from the life unseen. Why? Because you are an ancient royal bloodline. Bam. Finish the pyramid, God. Do that shit. High priestess at the bottom of the goddamn deck. Y'all need to stop. People are ridiculous, y'all. See, when you understand your ancestor connection, you understand the butterfly key that you have. Somebody, you got so much spiritual access. Why? Because of your ancient royal bloodline, y'all. And when you begin to understand who you are and whose you are, you know that you are protected. The reason they do not like the chosen one is because you know how to use this shit like a superpower that it is. Your intuition is a superpower. 747. 7 is spirituality. 4 is a foundation. As long as your ass is grounded in God, y'all, people can't get shit over you. This gives you a whole ancient gateway, y'all, is yours. Why? Because what we said, y'all, you protect it. 444. Put 444 in the comments, y'all. 444. It's 747. You got protection, y'all. Spiritual protection all around you. Now I'm hearing Jesus be a fence. Jesus be a fence all around me every day. Oh, yeah, somebody, Jesus be offense. Yeah. The angel number 444 is often interpreted as a sign of reassurance from the universe, y'all, or the divine, that you're on the right path and that the angels and higher powers are with you, offering strength and guidance. It is seen as a powerful symbol of protection and encouragement to stay focused on your life journey. Somebody, you got to stay focused on your life journey because God is showing you that you have the ancient gateway, ascension, y'all. Somebody, you going through the ascension gateway at this time. This represents a transformative passage, y'all, and it's taking you more into your clairvoyance. Yeah. Clairvoyance, y'all. Somebody, your clairvoyance. It's on. That's one of your gifts, y'all. It says you possess clear vision. Join the Discord, y'all. On Discord, we actually have a channel for gifts, spiritual gifts, y'all, right? Spiritual gifts, right? Clairvoyance. Somebody, your third eye is on fleek right now, right? It says, I don't even say fleek. Who says on fleek? I don't even use that word. Fuck on fleek. I got to drink my damn coffee. Let me drink my coffee. It says you possess clear vision and perceiving with the mind's eye, inner, or extended visual capacity, y'all. That can include images from the past, present, and future. You are a seer, y'all. I talked about that the other day. See, prophets and prophetess, they see into the future. Clairvoyance, you are a seer. You see past, present, and future. And that's the difference, y'all. Somebody, you a whole earth angel, but you've been waiting on divine timing. It's like God had to allow you to be able to see something within yourself first. You're very sensitive, you're very gentle, you're very lighthearted, you're full of unconditional love, right? But what you got to understand, like somebody, pets and stuff come to you, or little creatures, butterflies, right? Caring to the point though that you put others before yourself, right? Caring, y'all. I love that. You could be a death doula. Who is that? Victoria? I love that, y'all. Like death doulas, they do. And it's a gift, because those are the people that will come in and pray, right? And make the person feel at ease and more comfortable in their last days, y'all. Everybody has spiritual gifts. And some, I would love that. I couldn't do that. I could not be a death doula because my energy is so sensitive. I'm going to see where they're going. I'm going to see everything about where they about to go. And I don't want to see that, right? Like sometimes you have to know your gift. Like if I wanted to be the Long Island medium, then I could do that, y'all. But sometimes you just don't want to do that where you are now. Like at this point in my life with kids and grandkids young, I don't want to introduce that burden, y'all, of gift, right? But everyone has gifts, and you can tap into whatever gifts you want, y'all. If you're clairvoyant, past, present, and future, you can do it prophetic, right? Meaning that you only want to see into the future, but you can absolutely do it in the past, y'all. Meaning that you can connect with past on loved ones, y'all. And it's fine. You use your spiritual gift, because I told God about 10 years I'll tap into that side of my gift, but not right now, because you got to understand any gift that you tap in requires a different type of spiritual maintenance. Always remember that, y'all. So for all of y'all, while we talking about spiritual gifts right quick, right? Anyone, when you truly want to tap into your spiritual gifts, you got to set aside time for that, y'all. The reason I am as good as I am is because I do it all day. I have a life devoted to God and my gifts, right? I don't work a regular 9 to 5 job. You cannot house this level of gifts and pour out to the collective with a 9 to 5. You just can't, y'all. Your gifts are actually limited based on the time that you have to dedicate to them. At the point that you can dedicate every day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day to your gifts, then of course the gift is heightened, y'all. Everyone has a gift, but the measure of your gift, or the accuracy of their gift, or the heightenedness of your gift is based on how much time you spend in your gift. I spend 80% of my day in the 5D. No lie. 80% of my day in the 5D. So I read the fuck out of y'all. Hello. All right. So somebody, I feel like God is saying, don't rush your gift, right? With divine timing here, because it is like you got to make time for your gifts, y'all. You got to make time for your gifts. Thank you, Kyra. Right? You got to make time for your gifts now. And it's not that you don't have the gifts, it's just that you got to have the time to dedicate. This is a path of resilience, y'all. Beautiful. All right, let's see. Let's clarify, y'all, and see where all of this is leading us. All right. So, this is a path of resilience. Challenges will arise, y'all, but they are merely stepping stones on your journey. Stand strong and move forward with resilience. Somebody, there may be time for something with this path of resilience, Earth Angel and divine timing, because I feel like for a divine feminine, very specific here, or a masculine. For a masculine, you could be a spiritual teacher. For the divine feminine, I'm talking about, I'm seeing a high priestess. And it's like God is now showing you your path of resilience because of your giving heart. Somebody, you could be seeing white feathers. Someone, you could have on yellow sandals or yellow. Yeah, I'm seeing like yellow sandals, right? You are an earth angel and you're a very evolved spiritual being, but divine timing understands that events happen at the perfect moment, but it is determined by a higher power. And a lot of times we want to move forward in these gifts. See, the high priestess is a figure of profound intuition, mystery, and spiritual insight. She embodies the deep inner knowledge that often remains unspoken or hidden, bridging the conscious and the subconscious realms, y'all, often associated with lunar energies, which is what the sun and the moon, hello, energies, and the divine secrets. The high priestess holds the key, y'all, to secrets and esoteric wisdom. I'm hearing God say this. Are you really, are you really ready to handle esoteric wisdom, right? Are you really able to handle esoteric wisdom? Because let me tell you, y'all, sometimes God show you stuff that is not for everybody. God will show me messages. I don't tell nobody nothing, right? It's not about the masses. Every message ain't for the masses, y'all. Some messages for you, right? Do you know when to speak and when not to speak? Can God trust you with esoteric wisdom, y'all? Because somebody, you'll use your gifts and then try to control people's lives with it. I can read minds, y'all. I can read energy. I can use that to my advantage if I wanted to. But who the fuck does that, y'all? People, warlocks, witches, they do. It's the same gift, y'all. The same gift I got is the same gift that dark witches got too. It's a gift. You choose what you want to do with the gift. I can read somebody's feelings and see that they down and out, and then I can use that same energy to manipulate them and take money. Who the fuck do that? Not a woman of God. I ain't doing that shit. I fear God. It shouldn't me. I fear God. Why I don't do spell work, y'all? Because I fear God. I don't give a fuck about people. And I don't need to do spell work, y'all. Don't nobody need to control nobody else's will. All spell work is controlling somebody else's will. That is the Jezebel spirit. I am not even about to do that shit. Why? Because vengeance is God and he will fuck you up. And karma is real. And karma is real. So you take your ass dibbling and dabbling, y'all. And guess what? God gonna dibble and dabble with your ass. So I'm gonna tell you, all y'all that be playing with that shit, Ouija boards and all of that shit, I don't do that shit. I ain't summoning shit. All I'm doing is reading the energy and giving words of affirmation, confirmation through God and God only. I don't do that shit. That shit is real. Tap your ass over there and see. That's why people lives falling apart right now, y'all, because they start tapping into some shit that was never the will of God. Just because you understand the spiritual world or the damn religious world, y'all, all of that shit is crazy. It be people standing in churches playing with snakes. Talking about if you can control the snake, it won't bite you. No, motherfucker, a snake is a snake. So don't act like it's just the spiritual world. There are people in church right now that are abusing children, talking about they delivering them from evil. What? You are the evil. What evil is in a child other than what you put in them, y'all? If you feel like your child needs deliverance, then you need to ask what you did to that child. Because that child has been, if something has happened to a child, it is the parent's responsibility. And I don't know why I'm talking about this. Somebody, your mama took you to church and said you needed deliverance. You didn't need deliverance. You needed a goddamn mama. And people that take their children to church talking about something wrong with their children, no, it's something wrong with your fucking parenting, because children come out of this world very fucking innocent. And if you feel like your children are tapped into something, it's because your ass untapped into something stupid. And then you take your ass to these evil ass people, and then you wonder why your children acting out, because you went to some damn witch to try to control somebody else, and now she done tapped into your goddamn children, and your children acting a goddamn fool. Y'all better stop going to these crazy ass people and become your own high priestess. I ain't never gotta add a bitch nothing. Never. I ain't got to go ask nobody nothing about nothing, y'all. You become the high priestess. 757, y'all. You are the change that you need. Stop going to people. If you cannot listen to what I am saying now and get a message, then you need to come to coaching. Then you need to understand what your blockages are, y'all. I can read you all day, but I ain't got time for that shit. I got a life. I limit my personal readings. Y'all see, I don't mention personal readings a whole lot because when I mention it, y'all book. I don't say it a lot. I only say it when I got space. If y'all don't hear me saying nothing about it, it's because I ain't got time to be doing it right. So you got to understand, y'all. I am a guide. I am a guide. I want to make sure that you guys can read your own fucking energy, y'all. You got to become the high priestess, because then God will give you the esoteric wisdom that you need. See, the high priestess sits at the threshold of the unknown, guiding y'all seekers towards enlightenment and understanding. I am simply guiding y'all towards enlightenment. And a bitch who wants to control you, have you coming back every week, right? The only people that come back to me every week are my coaching clients and therapy clients. I am not going to read nobody every week. Try to book with me every week. I will send you your money back. Don't play with me. Ask people. I will send you your money back. If you need a reading from me every week, then no, you finna book this life coaching, right? Because I'm not finna read this every week. We finna work through it together. But a reading, y'all, is not helping you work through it. It's me telling you what God telling me to tell you. But what you gonna do with it? Stop playing. You need guidance. Ancient knowledge, y'all, spiritual truth, offering guidance. I cannot make it up. I just looked at this goddamn card. Offering guidance to those who seek to journey within and connect with the higher self, y'all. Her presence is a reminder of the vast depth. That's the problem, y'all. Y'all don't understand the high priestess. Y'all be going to tarot readers. Let's get into this energy, y'all. What we talking about, God? Yeah, sweatshop. All right, somebody's been working hard, y'all. What sweatshop? Somebody's been working. What is this sweatshop energy? Damn, lovers, y'all. All right, y'all. Somebody, you got a king that's been working hard as fuck, y'all. Golly, what is this? Or a queen. The lovers is here. Somebody feels like I heard the weight of making a decision. The weight of making a decision. Mm. Yeah. Somebody you could be dealing, either this could be you or someone connected to you, but somebody is now dealing with the weight of making a decision. Birds could be significant. I've seen parrots or parakeets. All right, yeah. Twin flame, fallen angel. All right, somebody, your twin flame struggling. Yeah, they struggling. Ooh, but you a praying woman, y'all. Stop playing. All right, somebody, you a praying woman. Let's clear the bottom, y'all. All right. I'm gonna keep ancient royal bloodline out. All right. Somebody, you're being reminded, and I feel like it's because of what's going on in your relationship right now. All right. I got sweatshop, I got the lovers. All right, I got twin flame, fallen angel, and praying woman. All right, y'all, let's tap in. If you are new, welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111, y'all. I start off every morning at 7:15 with astrology. If your ass don't want to hear astrology and real teaching, then don't tap your ass in to about 8 o'clock, y'all. It is what it is. All right, I start at 7:15. We do about 45 minutes with higher purpose messages, right? Because if your ass can't get that messaging, then it don't matter. Thank you. Thank you, Lady Matcha. All right. If you don't like that, then that's on you. You got to understand the teaching before you can get to the good part. Hello. Right. It don't matter if I can get to the good part if you can't sustain the good part. You got to be able to sustain the good part, y'all. Right? You got to sustain the good part. Y'all just be wanting to get to the good part. Somebody, you got a twin flame fallen angel here. All right. This is definitely somebody's divine counterpart. Now, I will tell you, oh, damn, he sees something clearly now, though, y'all. All right. Somebody, your divine counterpart sees something clearly. All right. You've been praying, Queen. Somebody, oh, he been praying too, y'all. God damn, at the split, y'all. Both of y'all been praying. Oh, y'all are spiritual warriors, y'all. Oh, damn. Y'all passed the test, y'all. Somebody, you finna get unexpected money. Yeah, y'all have been under some type of spiritual test. This is somebody's divine union. And there's a masculine now who clearly sees who or what has been trying to imprison him. Yeah, somebody ended a contract, y'all, with a demonic attachment. I told you, somebody felt like they were in prison, y'all. There's a masculine who felt like they were in prison, but they've now ended some type of demonic contract, y'all. A demonic attachment, but contract is ended, y'all. This could have been a feminine energy. This could be energetic or in the physical, y'all. Energy is energy. 5D is 3D, right? So take it how it resonates. This could have been an energetic contract, or it could have been a 3D contract. Somebody could have walked away from somebody, right? Or the spiritual soul tie has ended. When you have soul ties, y'all, with past people from your past, they are demonic attachments. Now, don't play, right? Do not play. When you have these goddamn warlocks and nasty people, narcissistic people, lying thieves, all of these people that you have been in relationships with, if you have exchanged sexual energy, that is a demonic attachment. Hello. Just because you break up with that person and y'all ain't been together 5 years and all that does not mean that the spiritual attachment has disintegrated. A lot of times that will not happen until you go through your spiritual awakening, because you got to be able to look at yourself. Thank you, love, for the flow state. Right? You got to be able to look at yourself, y'all. And a lot of times we over here talking about, well, why I'm dreaming about my ex-husband. I ain't seen him in 40 years. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? Because there's a disintegration of karmic contracts, y'all, that are taking place. Karmic contracts are disintegrating, y'all, and karmic people feel it, right? They feel it. See these people over here? See this warrior? Right? Your king is a whole warrior, y'all. Somebody, your king is a warrior. And all of this stuff around him, this man been fighting this shit off, y'all. And you got to understand, that's real. And for most men, it's spiritual and natural. They got to fight their friends. They got to fight their family. They got to fight the world. to be men of God. All it is a man that believes in God, a man that has faith, a man that's willing to let go of his ego. Somebody's been working hard towards this situation, though, y'all. Sweatshop with the lovers. Y'all both have been praying for each other. All of this was a spiritual test, y'all, but you passed that shit. Twin flame, fallen angel. Somebody clearly sees something now, y'all. They've been in prison by a contract. Yeah. Rejected God's gift. See, whatever this contract is, it'll stop with high priest at the bottom. What did I tell y'all? High priest, a fool's journey. Somebody, y'all might be moving in together. New home is here as well, but they were rejecting you. Let's talk about it. Let's clarify, y'all. All right, somebody was rejecting you and they were in prison, but now they clearly see it. I want to see why. All right. All right, we're gonna use Spiritual Infusion 1111 decks, y'all. I like to call out my decks. The first deck here is by Mystic Beauty. All right, the first deck I'm using is Divine Headquarters Oracle by Mystic Beauty. I'm gonna clarify with Spiritual Infusion 1111, both of her decks, volume 1 and 2. I see the Queen of Cups at the damn split, y'all. It's your damn heart, is what I just heard. All right, let's get into it. Let's clarify Sweatshop first, y'all. I'm gonna clarify each one. All right, I'm gonna clarify each one. What's Sweatshop? Damn, 10 of Wands. Shit me. I told you, y'all. Somebody been working hard as hell. I'm talking about it, y'all. Damn, Sweatshop being clarified by the 10 of Wands. Sagittarius energy could be significant, y'all. But somebody has been working hard as hell, y'all. They stressed out. Somebody is over it, y'all. They walking away from some type of situation, y'all. What is this energy? 10 of Wands, y'all. 10 of Wands to the Temperance. Say that shit. Somebody wants balance in their life, y'all. 10 of Wands to the damn Temperance, y'all. With the lovers, somebody wants balance. They want to find middle ground in your relationship. Somebody loves your patience, and now they've learned how to become this high priest energy. See, alchemy, y'all. You guys are a perfect blend of opposites, is what I'm hearing God say. Because of the opposition between the two of you guys, you have actually achieved harmony, y'all. You and your person is not supposed to be alike. Y'all are not. Two people who are the same cannot help the other grow. That's stupid. So for everybody that be like, I wish he was like me. No, you don't. Why would you want him to be like you? That's crazy. Because now you emotional and he emotional too. Now y'all arguing and fussing. You don't want a man to be like you. Y'all need to be opposite. I am highly emotional and my king don't fucking play. Right? So if I'm in my feelings, he is going to be the right one to get me out my feelings. Right? But it's the same thing. He is very hard and I make him softer. So when he over there trying to be all mean, I be like, love, don't do that. And he smile. Stop playing. Right? So you got to understand and play your fucking position, y'all. Y'all be wanting somebody just like you, and that's not what it is. You have to be a perfect blend of yin and yang, motherfucker. Yin and yang. And if you as a feminine energy is all up in your masculine yang, then what you are telling him is that he need to be in his feminine energy. A man don't want that shit. 707. 7 is spirituality, y'all. You can't be over here talking about no damn, don't nobody want that shit. Y'all look, 6 of Cups. Y'all got to pass life together. 6 of Cups coming over the lovers, y'all. Scorpio energy, right? Y'all got to pass life together. This is a second chance at love, y'all. If you and this person are in separation, somebody wants to get back together, y'all. What did you pray for? Look, let's clarify praying woman. Stop playing. What's praying woman? Clarify praying woman. Woo! The Knight of Pentacles, y'all. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody you want a solid offer. You understand that the energy has been stagnant, but that you have been patient, y'all. Somebody, all of your hard work is paying off, y'all. Somebody coming in, and this man is stable. See, most people don't like to see the Knight of Pentacles show up, y'all, because y'all feel like the Knight of Pentacles is that slow moving energy. It is 808. It is, y'all. But when you get to pray, which is manifestation, which is 8, right? When you begin to pray for what it is that you want, it's gonna take a minute, y'all. Right. But what you want is slow and steady wins the race. Why? Because you've already been hurt, y'all. 3 of Swords. You've already been hurt. You ain't prayed for nobody to come in and hurt you. What you prayed for was a solid offer. But sometimes solid takes a minute, y'all. Somebody you've been through heartbreak. Praying woman is being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. Libra energy, y'all. Somebody you've been through heartbreak. You've been through sadness. You've been through that. God is not about to put you through that again, y'all. So somebody you had to understand. Somebody you could have even been in a third party situation in the past. God said, no, you had to slow down and heal that shit. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords, y'all. Somebody, you finna get some communication. That's Gemini energy. We are in Gemini season, y'all. Somebody, you finna get some type of quick communication. That shit is coming over praying man, y'all. Somebody been praying. What is this communication that he's been praying over? What is the communication that's been prayed over? What is this energy? Judgment, motherfucker. Say that shit, God. This man praying for judgment, y'all. Stop playing. That thing says judgment. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you, love. I'm telling you, y'all, somebody, both of y'all prayed and God said, I got you. Both of y'all prayed and God said, I got you. I got the praying woman and the praying man. What the hell you call judgment on? Hold on, y'all. Somebody, you call judgment on a motherfucker. What is this judgment? Rebirth, inner calling. What's judgment? What is the collective called judgment on? What's judgment? Sober life. Say that shit, bitch. Somebody. That thing say sober life with fucking twin flame at the bottom of the deck. Say that shit. Somebody, you called in sobriety. What does that mean, y'all? It says with no distractions or substances to blur the view. What's real is finally visible. From here, better choices are possible. Somebody, you may not understand that, but your person or you, somebody dealing with addictions, y'all. And addictions can be anything. Shit, addictions can be working, y'all, with this goddamn sweatshop and 10 of wands out here. But whatever the addiction is, y'all, shit me, y'all prayed that shit down. I'm talking about y'all prayed it down, y'all. I'm talking about it. Sober life, twin flame. Somebody say, you ain't gonna take that shit down. Yeah, I love it, y'all. Divine counterparts. This is your counterpart in growth, healing, and divine purpose. Growth, healing, and divine purpose, y'all. You got to understand all of this is about divine purpose. And you cannot be imprisoned by demonic attachments. Somebody, this may not have even been a person. Your person might have just been struggling with their own sobriety. Literally struggling with their own sobriety, y'all. And that's not, that's not always easy, y'all. That's not always easy. And this is somebody, look, pulling strings. And let me tell you, when a man is struggling with sobriety in whatever area of his life, people will pull at their strings, y'all. Somebody's been in the background pulling strings, demonic attachments, y'all. Look, it's not what you know, it's who you can control. Somebody's either someone, a person, or just someone's addictions have actually been controlling this relationship. Thank you for the member. Thank you. All right. Somebody, oh, Jesus. Okay. Sharing space, y'all, is at the bottom of the deck. All right. And this has been coming. Oh, and that's coming over. Seeing clearly, y'all. Somebody sees that being with you actually puts them in a better environment, is what I heard God say. I don't know if you and your person don't live together. This could just be specific for some people, but sharing space, whether it's moving in or feeling like home in each other's presence, you're aligning on a domestic level, y'all. And somebody clearly sees that because pulling strings is here. And that's why this is under judgment, y'all. Y'all shit's under judgment because both of y'all start praying. I feel like you were sick of it, but he was too, y'all. Both of y'all was sick of it. Ace of Wands. Say that shit, God. Ace of Wands, y'all. Somebody, you got a new passionate beginning. Say that shit. Success, y'all. Attraction, inspiration coming right over twin flame, y'all. Somebody just had to get rid of the distractions, whatever that sober life is. They have distractions, y'all. What is this energy? Yeah, Knight of Wands. Somebody, your person young. I got all knights out here. I ain't even got a king yet, y'all. I got all knights, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Wands. And none of this has been in the reverse, y'all. I love it. There are no reversals here, y'all. But this could be the thing. There could definitely be an age difference. Or if it's not an age difference, then y'all are just young, right? Because knights are usually in their, I would say, late 20s to mid 30s, almost damn near 40, right? So you got to understand whoever this is, it's just that they aren't, they old enough, y'all. Shit. What's the high priest? Oh, that's what I want to clarify. Oh, no, let's clarify spiritual warrior. All right. What had the what spiritual warrior? Let's clarify spiritual warrior. What spiritual warrior? Ooh, say that shit. Inner turmoil. Let me tell you, y'all, your person has been fighting against their nature. That's what this is, y'all. See, this is a king who is a high priest and a spiritual warrior, y'all. But they've been in a lot of inner turmoil about what it is that they want for themselves, y'all. That's why this 10 of wands. Somebody's been carrying the burden of their own alchemy. Literally, I heard their own gifts. Thank you. Spiritual gifts. Like that's it. This is a man who's a high priest, y'all. He knows he's a spiritual warrior. He knows he's a strong man of God, but he's been battling his own nature. Literally, y'all, battling his own nature. Inner turmoil. It says they may be smiling on the outside, but they're spiraling on the inside, pretending everything fine has become its own crisis. And that's clarifying spiritual warrior. I tell you, this man fighting a whole fucking battle on the inside, y'all, and you have no idea. And that's why I love tarot, because it's guidance, y'all. It ain't for you to say, oh my God, you need help fighting your war. No, it's for you to say, damn, I guess I better pray because my man having a whole spiritual warfare over there. You ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. But all you got to do is understand his 3D actions based on what the 5D is taking place, y'all. This man beating the shit out of somebody in the damn spirit and is keeping him broken in inner turmoil because he's trying to figure out who the fuck he is. He is the high priest, y'all, but he is also a twin flame fallen angel. Why was he fallen? Why did this fall occur? Why did this fall occur? Show me, spirit. Why did this fall occur? Loving yourself. You start loving yourself, and he saw himself. And clearly he ain't see himself because he had toxic ties. See? I tell you, divine feminine, when you start loving yourself, the people around you, not just your man, y'all, everybody around you will see how fucking toxic they are. They will, y'all. All you got to do is love on your goddamn self. It says loving yourself is an ultimate romance. Invest in you. Grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. See, as a divine feminine, when you love on yourself, you become magnetic to every fucking body, not just your man. Every man wants your ass. Everybody wants your ass. Oh my God. How in the hell do we have 129 people watching and only 64 thumbs up? Y'all don't do that. That messes up the algorithm. Can you just take 2 seconds and double tap the screen or hit those 3 dots so that you can like it, y'all? Let's get to over 100 likes. If 133 people watching, Lord. Okay, toxic ties, y'all. So what your masculine, the high priest, y'all, this high priest is realizing that he has some type of toxic ties. And it was like this whole victim villain story that he was telling himself about the people around him. But that contract has ended because you, divine feminine, you begin to love on yourself. When you love on yourself, he sees, because he was fucking what I told you, numbing out. What did I say? Sober life, y'all. Somebody, your person drinking. I don't give a fuck what you think, what you know, what you say. God don't lie. Your person, even if they are not now, they have struggled with alcohol because this shit is out here twice. Sober life and now numbing out. They say they got it under control, but the pattern is starting to show. See, this is a high priest who had to look at his goddamn self. Because that's why all these knights are out here. See, let me tell you, the thing about a knight of wands is that's an action go-getter, funny person, but that's also a very lustful person. Y'all, driven by their own desires. They could be really flirty, right? 717, y'all. 7 is spirituality, 1 is new beginnings. This is a man who is now embracing his high priest nature. But once you embrace your high priest nature, just like a priestess, you now begin to see yourself first. You cannot see other people until you can see your goddamn self. So when you become the high priest or the high priestess, the first damn thing you see is yourself and what the fuck you've been holding on to. This is a man who has a demonic attachment and has been pulling strings in his life because he numbs it out. Somebody been drinking instead of facing whatever the hell they got going on. I don't know what this person got going on, but they damn sure been numbing it, y'all. And numbing anything is never good because all you doing is still got to face that shit tomorrow. I tell people, what you numb today gonna come your ass back tomorrow. So it don't matter. You can numb that shit every day, all day. That shit coming right back. Stop. Throat chakra. Throat chakra, y'all. See, this is why this, let me tell you something about this. This is the major concern with most unions is communication. 818. 8 is manifestation. 1 is new beginning. Somebody, you've been manifesting a new beginning and you're going to get it. But what you got to understand is that this throat chakra is very significant because your person ain't been communicating, y'all. Twin flame fallen angel. Throat chakra is here with the 8 of cups. Yeah. You might be ready to walk away because of the communication, y'all. Somebody, you want an expression of truth. Hold on. You want an expression of truth is what I'm hearing. God say, what is this truth? What is this truth? Karmic battles. Somebody been fighting a hell of a karmic battle, y'all. That shit coming over toxic ties. It's karmic battles, y'all, and the spark that the two of you guys share. Literally, it says, I am releasing what no longer serves me. I feel like this was you. Say that shit, God. With this walking away, 8 of Cups on feminine energy and karmic battles, I feel like you, divine feminine, realized that you were fighting a karmic battle. And you don't get to fight a karmic battle for your masculine, y'all. Everybody karmic until they heal, including your king. Your king is a karmic motherfucker until his ass heals. So let's be clear. When the divine feminine gives up fighting her own karmic battle with her masculine, his ass will look and start fighting his own karmic battles in real life. You be fighting him, and that motherfucker is a karmic. But when you start fighting him, he can start fighting the motherfuckers around him, y'all. You had to stop fighting your own karmic battle with him. I am releasing what no longer serves me in every union. I don't care if it's a marriage, a life partnership, it does not matter. At some point, the divine feminine will get sick of fighting the battle to stay together. That's all it is, y'all. See, men control the 3D. Women, you just trying to stay together. We just gonna work it out. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna have these kids. We're gonna raise these kids, whatever it is, y'all. Most of my people are in union and marriages, y'all. I have singles, but my crew about 50-50, right? So you got to understand, you will stay with somebody and still be fighting their karmic battle because God is telling you, I don't give a fuck if you leave his ass for 1 week. I don't care if you pack them goddamn kids up and go to your mama house for 7 days. Sometimes you got to show these motherfuckers that you gonna fight your own battles because I'm not doing this shit for you, y'all. So you got to realize that. So somebody, I don't care if y'all together, married, sleeping in the same bed. If that motherfucker is not treating you the way you need to be treated, then 7 days. Take you and them damn kids to the Westgate Resort somewhere and hang out and let that motherfucker fight his own battle. I am releasing what no longer serves me. Please be patient with my process of growth and change. See, when you release this, then your masculine can say, okay, then guess what? Please be patient with me, right? In my process of growth and change as I come into my power. See, you have to back up so that they can come into their power. As long as you are the divine feminine and you are in your high priestess energy, really what you doing covering them, but they supposed to cover you. And that's why you got to back up so that he can step into his high priest energy. That is when now he can cover you. It's alignment, y'all. Y'all have to be aligned. It says, I am severing my ties with karmic situations and completing cycles. And this has something to do with why your person hasn't been communicating. Now, there is some type of karmic battle around communication. It says, my love for you is written in the stars. We have a spark between us, which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You are the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. Look up at the stars tonight and know that I am under the same sky, thinking about you. Somebody, you were sky gazing or stargazing last night? Okay, I love it. We are destined to be together for many lifetimes, y'all, from many lifetimes. I told you, y'all got to pass life together. 6 of Cups and Temperance. Stop playing. 6 of Cups to Temperance, you know you got to pass life with this damn person. And y'all are destined to be together, right? But you cannot rush healing, y'all. And you cannot rush what's eternal. And see, that's the thing for the divine feminine. When you get out of your mind timing, that's when everything speed up. When you realize that what you and your person got is eternal, that shit ain't going no damn well. And it ain't been nowhere. And it ain't went nowhere. And it ain't gonna never go nowhere. Then you release this pressure of timing. Your masculine is in a pressure cooker until you release that fucking pressure. And you hold the pressure because you talking about when he gonna call, when he gonna take me out, are we gonna travel, what we gonna do for my birthday, what he gonna do for his birthday. All of that is pressure cooking his ass. Why? Because it's the fucking lovers. Because I can never make it up. Hello, the lovers, y'all. Partnership, being in love, commitment, right? Somebody it is, but this is commitment and this is a crossroads. What is this contract ended? What's contract ended? Show me that. Chariot, say that shit. Somebody, I don't know what this demonic attachment was, but that shit is over with, y'all. Contract ended is being clarified by the fucking chariot, y'all. Somebody, whatever stagnant energy has been around your union, that shit is gone, y'all. This is momentum. This is control. This is success, y'all. Like determination. Somebody, y'all could be perfectly fine in this relationship, y'all. Somebody could have been pulling strings with these demonic attachments, but that shit is over. Why? Because your shit is under divine timing. Say that shit, God. Beautiful. If this your message, 1, 2, 3 on the viewers, you need to claim this. 1, 2, 3, somebody, it's your time for union. It is your time, y'all. Double tap the screen, y'all. Give the video a thumbs up. Somebody, your whole relationship, this could be a soulmate, whatever it is, y'all. The lovers, the cherry, and divine timing. Somebody, your patience is paid off. Yeah, it says the highest good for all parties, divine protection, God's will, synchronicity, and alignment with the chariot and the lover. Somebody, it's your time. It's your time. Yeah. Oh, they hear that karma go. Yeah. I'm telling you, karma is coming right over demonic attachments and in prison, y'all. Somebody could have been in prison by their own karma. See, let me tell you now, God is divine judge. And if you're dealing with a masculine who was not listening to God, right? They could have not been listening to God. Yep, with wisdom at the bottom of the deck and that fucking king of swords. See, let me tell you about the king of swords, y'all. You don't want a king of swords. King of swords is throat chakra blockage, y'all. That's why when many times we do these collective readings, let me tell you, you meet your person. Usually you meet your person in the fucking king of pentacles or the king of wands. King of wands is that sacral sexual energy where y'all are highly attracted to each other. King of pentacles is that root foundation where both of y'all are hardworking and y'all can make money together. The blockage is here. Most men come out as the king of swords, but it's not what you think. They the king of swords around everybody else. What does that mean? They have great communication. They can talk to people. They can express themselves, but not when it comes to their divine feminine. The major blockage for men is their throat chakra when it comes to their queen. They can talk to everybody else in the world, y'all, but they cannot talk to their queens because that is the world, y'all. The world wants them locked up at the throat chakra because it causes anxiety in women. See, what you got to understand, that whole avoidant and anxious anxiety dynamic that most people want to explain, it really ain't got shit to do with divine unions, y'all. Divine unions, the reason that they blocked at the throat chakra is because your energy is pulling them to be closer to God. And they don't understand why. They can go talk to their mama, sister, cousin, brother. They can talk to clients all day. They can run businesses. They can be executives, CEOs, and they run the show, but they don't say shit to you. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you learned a lesson in wisdom. Yeah, King of Cups. Say that shit. These are the last two kings that always have to come out, y'all. I actually love this energy. What did I just say? You meet your masculine, y'all, in their king of wands or that fucking king of pentacles, right? To close, to get to the emperor, they got to be able to fucking communicate. Can't nobody be with somebody where you got to read their damn mind. That's stupid, right? So until before you can, thank you, love. Thank you, Shisa Diddy. All right. So before you can come into complete union, y'all, your person has to be able to embody all four kings. All four. You can't just be with a man that's good in bed, but he can't fucking communicate. You can't be good with a man that can make money and good in bed, but his heart not open. Right. So somebody, I feel like you dealing with a masculine who's closing the loop. The king of swords and the throat chakra with the king of cups means that now this is a man who can emotionally open up and support you. Most women lack that, y'all. Look, 3 of pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Someone has made a decision to work with you, y'all. But I feel like you don't even know it because he's quiet, y'all. But the queen of swords is out here as well. So you said something. What did you say? That he's a favorite man of God, but he's also favored by the devil. And who you came to the show with is who the fuck you might leave with, y'all. King and queen of swords is out here. See, you honest as the fuck. And you have to become the queen of swords, y'all, in order for your man to close the gap. 828, y'all. 8 is manifestation. 2 is decision making and balance. Y'all want to be love and light. I'm just gonna pray for him. I ain't gonna say nothing to him. No, I'm just gonna wait. Fuck no. Sometimes your ass gotta speak up and say, hey, love. You say that shit with love and light, right? But you say, hey, what the fuck we doing here? What you doing? Like, you need to make a decision. We gonna be a team or what? Because all of this silence, I ain't dealing with that shit. You better heal that shit, motherfucker. Men are silent because they have trauma, and maybe they had their voice stolen. Maybe they've been through some shit. I don't give a fuck. Everybody has to heal. Healing is a choice. You cannot trap a woman in a relationship with your silent ass. That's stupid as fuck. And then y'all be talking about women be spazzing out. The reason she's spazzing out is because she's sick of trying to read your mind. It's so much easier if you open your fucking mouth. That's stupid. This is a man who feels like he's losing everything because he's going through a third eye awakening. His intuition is on 10, y'all. That's coming under wisdom. Wisdom and third eye. Queen of Swords. When you are favored by God, you are also favored by the devil. Who you came to the party with is who you will leave with. Somebody could be a Mike Tyson fan. Somebody name could be Mike. MT could be someone's initial. Someone could be a boxer. You told this man, keep your ass out there in them goddamn streets if you want to. Shit, that's what that seemed to me. And it says, the Japanese proverb, y'all, if you feel like you're losing everything, remember, trees lose their leaves every year, yet they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. Somebody, your man's gonna feel like they're losing everything right now, including you. They feel like they losing everything, including you, because they wouldn't fucking listen. Somebody would not listen. Instead of communicating, they was numbing out. Instead of having a conversation, they asses over here drinking and hanging out and shit. Now this motherfucker got to make the decision if he gonna work together with you and stop this silent shit with his goddamn mouth cover, because the fuck we got going on here, that's stupid. Somebody's going through a third eye awakening. Yep, Page of Pentacles, y'all. Yeah. See, somebody now understands what peace means, y'all. See, a lot of men, they don't understand what peace is. They like baddies. They be on IG watching bad bitches and shit. They don't understand peace, y'all. A true divine feminine brings you peace. It says many people think excitement is happiness, but when you are excited, you are not peaceful. True happiness is based on peace. This is a man who has been chasing excitement. Now he values peace, y'all, because that's stupid. I just want to be out here in these streets. I just want to hang out. I just want to be this. No, you just want to keep numbing shit, motherfuckers. People that hang out and feel like their life got to be exciting all the time and drinking and partying shit is hiding shit. And it ain't nothing wrong with drinking and partying. I do both, motherfucker. But if you are doing that shit in excess, then God is saying, why you hiding? What you hiding from, right? What you hiding from? You hiding from yourself, right? What you drinking for? What you trying not to face? What you covering up? Why you silent? Why you can't speak? What you need to heal, right? You got to look at stuff, y'all. We are chosen people of an ancient bloodline. If you think you're going to be in relationships, this relationship talk. I don't give a fuck about your life. This relationship talk. You can't be in no relationship with somebody you can't fucking communicate. That's why relationships fail. Parental relationship, job relationships, love relationships, they fail because people cannot fucking communicate. And you will sit your ass there silent as the fuck, thinking people gonna read your mind because they understand your trauma. Understanding your trauma does not give you access or permission to not fucking heal, y'all. And many men feel like because the woman understands his trauma, that gives him permission not to heal. Fuck no. Man or woman, heal your shit. Don't nobody want to deal with your damn trauma. That ain't fair to people. Don't nobody want to deal with your trauma. Corinthians 4:18. We fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, what is unseen is eternal. Y'all need to have faith. That's the problem. People don't have faith. You always looking at what you see. When God is saying, what about the unseen, the world? Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you closing a cycle in your life because this man was not able to see, or you take it how it resonates. The majority of people that watch me are women. So I speak in the terms of women. If you are a man listening to me and you butt hurt, that's on you. Get that shit together. The fuck? We fix our eyes not on what is seen. Why? Because God calls men to be men of faith. To be men of faith. And you got to understand, as a man of faith, you have to open up and communicate when you want to be in a relationship with somebody, y'all. Men want to lead with money. Men want to lead with sex. God said, but can you communicate? And can you be trusted with her heart? Hello, 8:33, y'all. 8 is manifestation. 3 is support. Women don't need your money, and she damn sure don't need your wand. Hello. But what she needs is your fucking communication and your open heart. And most men, they don't want that. They want to buy you a bag. They want to take you to dinner. They'll go spend some money. They'll fuck you down, but they won't fucking communicate, and they won't emotionally support you. And that's why women would rather be by their goddamn self than to be with a man who cannot communicate and emotionally support them. Now take that shit back to your fuck ass mama, who told you you was the shit and you ain't have to be nothing because everybody loves you. That's what's wrong with men. Everybody love him. Everybody love him. He ain't got to change. He ain't got to change. And they keeping your ass in these codependent, backwards ass relationships with people because they told you your shit don't stink when it smell like shit, because everybody's shit stink. Hello, twin flame. This somebody's twin. This got twin flame that came out 3 fucking times. This is somebody's twin flame, but everybody around this motherfucker taking him, his shit don't stink. So then he come over here to you and his shit stink, and he starts smelling his goddamn self, and then he be talking about, what's that smell? Your shit stink. You ain't everything to everybody. You're not. See, when you face your true divine counterpart, they gonna show you yourself. And most people don't want to goddamn see themselves because the world say you a fine bitch. You great. You wonderful. You know I get on women too. The world done told her she fine, she beautiful, she pretty, she got all of this going on. And then this man done showed up and she questioning herself. Hello. This man done showed up and now you over here trying to figure out your life. It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way. She's supposed to come in your life and make you question your whole life. He is supposed to come in your life and make you question your whole life. But most people don't want to look at themselves. They rather point fingers at the other person. Why she do that? Why she do this? Why you triggered? That's what you need to ask yourselves, y'all. Why are you triggered that he does not communicate? Why are you triggered that she is so outspoken? See, it's the thing. The man will be silent as the fuck and then triggered because you open. Well, you're supposed to be open. If both of y'all motherfuckers silent, then ain't nobody talking. That's stupid. Ain't nobody talking. King, y'all, the kings are coming out back to back. What did I say? At first, we had knights, y'all. Your man growing up, y'all, I got back to back. King of swords, king of cups, and king of wands. Back to back. Somebody, your man growing up, say that shit, king. Thank you, beloved. I'm talking about it, y'all. Somebody, you got a king that's growing up. I love that shit. Somebody growing up. King of wands, king of swords, y'all, king of cups. Give me one more, God. What the fuck we got going on here? If another king come out, I'm flying. 7 of Pentacles. Somebody want to invest in this connection, y'all. Somebody really wants to invest. They've been looking at you and looking at how you have been showing up is what I'm hearing God say. See, somebody, you showed up regardless. You were communicating regardless. Now someone is having a third eye awakening and they beginning to see some things about their own selves, y'all. Remember, seeing clearly was out here. Seeing clearly. Somebody clearly sees something. What is this energy, y'all? Hold on, let me change decks. Hey, y'all, welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath, 1111, y'all. I'm live every morning at 7:15. We start off at daily astrology. About 8 o'clock, we go into general, whatever comes out. Oh, shit, y'all. This what this motherfucker clearly see. Did you in CEO energy? You are in CEO energy, y'all, and it's causing this masculine to break some type of cycle. If you haven't heard from your person much, they're recharging, y'all. Somebody is ending a harmful pattern. This is your king, y'all. Your king is in some type of pattern, and they're setting themselves free from whatever this is, so that y'all can have a new beginning. Y'all, plastic smile. Somebody say he's tired of smiling. Somebody is no longer willing to smile through this shit. Look at this, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Somebody say, I cannot walk around and pretend like I am okay anymore. Somebody, your person is actually keeping distance from you right now because they can't do the fake stuff right now. They can't. Like, they got to be authentic to who they are. Thank you, Ari. Thank you, love. Somebody is learning how to be authentic to who they are, y'all, because at some point, everybody get tired of fucking smiling and lying, child. You ain't happy. Thank you, Laquista or Linquista. Thank you, love. All right, so somebody, your person say, I'm gonna break this cycle. I am not gonna sit my ass around here and keep smiling. But it took you to what? Take control. And self-care Sunday, motherfucker. Say that, queen. You say, you know what? I cannot be bothered with this. Somebody, you are in straight CEO energy, y'all. You over here self-care Sunday mask and shit. You have to become unbothered, divine feminine. Shantae, I'm going to message you, love. Let's see if we can do our session tomorrow. All right, Shantae, message me on Discord. I want to see if you got time tomorrow for your session. All right, CEO energy, y'all. Self-care. You begin to take care of yourself and your boss energy. What does that shit say, y'all? Taking control, natural leadership, confidence. You a boss. You begin to prioritize rest. You begin to recharge. What did you do? Teach your person to recharge, y'all. When your person sees how you can take care of you, they actually begin to take care of themselves. I've talked to a couple of y'all in my coaching sessions the last week or two, and y'all saying things like, well, he posting that he out by himself. He had dinner by himself. He at the game by himself. They have to, y'all. They got to learn how to date themselves. You want them to date you when that man can't even find time for himself. Don't find time for me until you can find time for yourself, because that's stupid. That's stupid, y'all. Somebody, you finna get a payday. Oh, yeah, y'all. Somebody, your masculine has had a wake-up call that somebody has been deeply fake. Say that shit. And that shit finna pay off, y'all. That's your payday. There is somebody that has been around this masculine, and now they understand. Somebody got, look, and your glow up is helping this person see that other people have been gaslighting them, y'all. Stop playing. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody now sees that there is somebody in their life that is deeply fake. Who is this person? Your person is going through a spiritual awakening, y'all. Who is this person? Hold on, y'all. They flying out. I can't even get it together. Ooh, y'all. This is somebody's mama. And your person is their karma. Say that shit, y'all. Sun is on here, but it's not their son, y'all. Like, that's stupid. This, now I'm gonna tell you, somebody, if you got an older person, then maybe it's their son, but that's not what I heard. Somebody has been under a lot of pain, like your masculine. Somebody, if your masculine has been complaining about chronic pain or illness, I heard ear infections, coughs, like this cough he can't just get rid of. Somebody is now understanding that a lot of the illnesses in their body is because of someone that is around him who is deeply fake. See, your person is looked at as the rebellious child. The rebellious child, y'all. So that's why I say this is a mother figure, or father figure, who they are now finding out is deep fake. It says he carries your shadow in his defiance. Your king is defiant as the fuck. It says challenging every expectation, resisting every lesson, whether through estrangement, betrayal, or heartbreak. He forced you to see the parts of yourself he tried to forget. Somebody is forcing a relative of theirs to see how fake they are, because he's being rebellious now. This man, look, somebody say, you won't imprison me. The fuck we got going on? You won't imprison me. You got a masculine that's standing the fuck up. Say that shit. Thank you, love. Bertha, thank you, love. All right. Somebody's standing up. They realizing that they will no longer, y'all, be imprisoned by a mother figure. And they realize that all of this pain in their body was not right. Like, somebody was looking at their body saying, why am I in pain? Why my neck hurting? Why my back hurting? Well, now somebody realizing what the fuck been going on. Y'all, look, step parent. I told you, y'all, this is a parent or parental figure. It could even be a step parent that this person trusted, y'all. It says they entered your life as an authority you never asked for, a lesson in forced acceptance, whether they sought to mend or control. Shit, this could be you, collective. You could have a damn parent or a step parent, and you were considered the rebellious one, and you realizing all of this chronic health and pain you got going through. Somebody sending your ass evil eye. It could even be a sibling, y'all, at the bottom of the deck. Sibling at the bottom of the deck. Somebody, it can even be a sibling. It says entering your life through illusions of trust, setting their sights on you, mask in friendliness, but working on the shadow. They use manipulation or energetic interference to shift your path. The lesson: not all harm is done with words. Some wounds are cast in silent alienation. Somebody, your family is trying to alienate you so that you can feel like you have done something wrong. This is like that Gripping you is like reverse psychology, right? We just gonna shun the collective so that the collective feel like it's their fault. That shit don't work. We don't give a fuck about these people, y'all. Stop playing. You don't care nothing about them. And that's what people have to understand. So somebody there is a masculine, or you take it how it resonates, who now begins to understand that a sibling or mother or all of this shit has been a whole bunch of fucking gaslighting. Gaslighting, y'all. Somebody has been completely, reality has been distorted, y'all. Reality has been distorted because of these fucking attachments to whoever these people are. Oh shit, y'all. What the hell we got going on here? I got to breathe. Holy shit, y'all. What is this? All right, let's clarify spiritual tests, y'all, before we go on to career. All right, at 9 a.m., I will start your career reading. God damn, y'all. All right, let me clear some of this, y'all. All right, so let me see. What else do we need to know about this situation? Let's look at it from that standpoint, y'all. I want to clear some of these because y'all know I can't be dealing with all these goddamn cars everywhere. Let's tap in, y'all. Where we at? 143. Awesome, y'all. Can you make that number match? All right, can we make the number of views match the number of thumbs up? All right, give the video a thumbs up. Give me 2 seconds, y'all, to clear this out because you don't want to mix up the energy. So I want to see what, damn, I'm scared to see y'all. I want to see what the collective needs to know most at this time about this relationship. This is definitely somebody's relationship for sure. We can't even second guess that shit, y'all. All right, so let's see what else you need to know. Welcome to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111. I do personal readings, but you have the book on my website. I do not take questions on my live. I am a seer, y'all. I ain't a tarot card reader. I use the cards, but I'm a seer. I'm gonna tell you about your mama, sister, cousin, brother, and everybody. All right. Right, I'm gonna tell you about everybody. So I do not take questions on my live. If you would like to book with me, all right, make sure you join us on the Discord, y'all. All right, sometimes you need your own soul family, and that's why I created Discord, y'all. That is a soul family for the collective. Not everybody believe like you believe, but that does not mean that you should be ostracized. It means that you need to find your soul tribe. All right, take your ass. Oh, let's keep spiritual test out, y'all. All right. So join us on the Discord, y'all. We are creating Discord. I am, right, destroying the church and the tarot community, y'all. I don't give a fuck about either one of them. I just believe God. I don't feel like you need a label for none of this shit. Why I gotta be tarot? Why I gotta be church? Why I gotta be spiritual? Why I gotta be religion? Why y'all need a fucking label? I will never understand. Hello. Follow my other business pages, y'all. I am also the Lady CPA. All right. I am a CPA. All right. 19 years I've owned my firm. All right. I am partially retired at 50 years old. All right. So you better know somebody that knows somebody that can get your ass straight. All right. Let's get into any other messages we need to know. All right. Any other messages we need to know at this time? All right, y'all. Let's see. What else with this love situation before we go on to career? All right, what else do we need to know? All right, y'all. I think I may be on TikTok for tonight's conversation. I think we'll do our new moon intention on Wednesday, y'all, because I forgot Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm supposed to be on TikTok. All right, so I think I'm gonna try to do my TikTok at 7 for Tuesday. All right, Tuesday tea on TikTok at 7 p.m. y'all. Tuesday tea on TikTok at 7:17 p.m. All right, what else do we need to know? Tomorrow, y'all, will do the new moon intention session on Discord. All right, somebody, your person wants to come take you away. That's it, y'all. Somebody wants a travel companion now. All right, somebody wants to take you away. Somebody could even be bringing you roses, pink, light pink, or dark pink roses. All right, somebody understands. Yeah, they love your independence. I love it. Someone now understands why you are so independent as well, is what I'm hearing God say. So I feel like now your person is beginning to value. Yeah, say that shit, y'all. Vacation babe. I love it, y'all. Somebody wants to come. I feel like now you're dealing with a masculine who really understands what it is that you guys were meant to do on a deeper level. Like, I really feel celebration coming from this, like vacation energy. I just heard I want to breathe, y'all. Somebody like, shit, I just want to breathe. That's what I heard. Somebody like, damn, I just want to breathe, y'all. Like, I feel like some of the things that your person question about you, such as your independence, someone you can have a white sports car, somebody you can have a Porsche. Like I'm saying, like a white Porsche or some type of sports car, y'all. But somebody, I feel like the one thing that intimidated your person is now the one. Look, engagement ring is at the split, y'all. Engagement ring. Somebody wants it. They want a higher commitment now. I feel like they had to go through their own spiritual awakening, y'all. And a lot of times we don't even understand what they are going through on their end. If you're going to listen to tarot, right, and you're going to be involved in the spiritual community, you got to understand the 5D and the 3D, right? You got to conquer stuff in the 5D before you could ever come together in physical union, y'all. Look, abundance, beautiful, abundance, positive mindset, y'all. All right, keep a positive mindset when it comes to look. God damn, why this shit came out? Girl with a snake, child. We're going to talk about it in a minute. All right. Higher commitment, partnership, and union, y'all. Positive mindset, manifest blessings. I don't know, y'all. I feel like somebody, your person is setting a boundary with whoever this past person. Yeah, somebody's setting a boundary with whoever these past people were in y'all energy. Boundaries. If that thing say cut out, separation, the girl with a snake has been cut out. All right. The girl with a snake, whoever the girl with a snake is, they could be a man, it don't matter. But whoever the snake energy is in your relationship, your marriage, your family dynamic, your job, whatever this is for you, it's been cut out, y'all. That thing say cut down, cut out. Somebody stop. And they ain't speaking to them. Silent treatment. Yeah. Somebody, I told you, your person only needed clarity and truth. That's it. They just needed clarity and truth, y'all. Clarity, revelation. Somebody needed clarity and truth. I love that. What's the engagement ring? Damn, what's engagement ring? Yeah, somebody, your person wants to clarify and tell you what they want, y'all. That girl, that thing is being clarified by pacify. Pacify, y'all. It says reassure. Got me thinking about my Gigi baby. What time is it? Y'all know I gotta go get Gigi baby at 9:30. All right, I relieve my daughter for her duties at 9:30, and I take over day shifts. All right. Pacify, y'all, reassure, persuade, clarify. Somebody wants to tell you what they want, y'all. They want a higher commitment. All right, engagement ring in partnership and union, y'all. Yeah, Mercutio. Loyal, y'all. I love it. Abundance is being clarified by Mercutio. All right, humorous, loyal, devoted. Wow, friend. Yo, somebody, y'all finna have something very beautiful. I'm talking about it's because of your positive mindset, divine feminine, that you've been able to manifest this blessing into your life, is what I'm hearing God say. Well, what the fuck is girl with a snake then? Clarify girl with a snake. Yeah. Somebody, oh, they cut that shit out. Ooh, say that, y'all. Yeah, girl with a snake has absolutely been cut out, y'all. So I don't know what karmic energy was still around you or your person, but that shit been cut out, y'all. Betrayed. It says, yep, different values, change of heart, thought manipulation. Somebody was manipulating the thoughts, your person's thoughts, and they realized this person is being very aggressive. Somebody could have cats. What's the cat king? My baby had me watching Dead Boy Detectives. Somebody, you might watch Dead Boy Detectives and your kids watch it, and that man's name was the Cat King. My baby be having me watching all kind of stuff, y'all. But yeah, whoever this person is, look, farewell, over with. And now somebody out for revenge, though, y'all. Yeah. All right. So I will tell you this: whoever the girl with the snake is, they are out for revenge, y'all. So I will say this: if you get a weird ass message or some block calls, this person out for revenge because your person they see the truth, y'all, about whoever this person is. They see the truth. And now this part, look, that thing say time to say goodbye, farewell. But somebody wants revenge. I'm gonna tell you that now. Somebody wants revenge because this is a masculine who is done with that shit, y'all. Like they are absolutely done. What is this energy? I'm gonna get your advice, y'all, so we can move on to career. Show me one or two on this revenge. Yeah, because your person has released themselves from this Knight of Wands cyclic energy, y'all. Yeah. See, whoever this person is, they wanted to keep your person in the Knight of Wands in reverse. What is that? Fucking. That's all it is, y'all. The Knight of Wands in reverse is somebody who was only sexual. Look, King of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So this person now wants revenge because your person now sees the cycle that they were in and they released themselves from some self-limiting beliefs. Yeah, 4 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. Say that, y'all. What's that? 13 cups? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? What's that? Death? Yeah. Somebody emotions have now allowed them to see what it is that they want. Somebody in their feelings now, y'all. 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups. All right. So somebody is transforming even their emotions about how they feel about love. This could be you, y'all. This is all feminine energy. Fuck that. This you, queen. That's perspective. All right, divine feminine. You have now had a change of perspective as well when it comes to your own emotional and wish fulfillment, is what I'm hearing God say. You had to change your perspective as well because you are independent. You can travel by yourself. You can do this by yourself. Shit, you can go find somebody else if you wanted to. When the divine feminine truly steps into her power, she understands that she ain't got to settle for none of this shit. You ain't got to settle for a man that don't want to do nothing but fuck you. You ain't got to do none of that. Five of Wands. You stood up and you start fighting for what it is that you wanted because you begin to see that you needed to change your goddamn mind about what the hell makes you happy. Hello, Temperance. May 14th could be significant, right? August 12th could be significant as well. So when you change your perspective, you elevate it. The Hierophant. Say that shit. May 14th is out here twice, y'all. All right, 5-5 is out here twice. All right, so somebody, you elevated your own thinking. Yeah, and now you got the sun. Beautiful. 3 major arcana back to back. Temperance, the Hierophant, and the motherfucking sun. Somebody, you have manifested true balance into your life, and now you can see exactly what it is that God desires for you. All right, let me get you some love advice, y'all, and then we're gonna hit this career, and I'm out of here. All right, y'all. What is the advice for my collective? I posted a channel message last night, y'all, to the channel about it was a parent situation I was picking up, and it was something to effects of why your mother never really talks about your father or their relationship when you or before you were born. I'm gonna tell you, y'all, that was a deep ass reading. And you gotta understand the underlying dynamic between your mother and father, whether they're together or not, y'all, because that will absolutely show up in your own relationships, y'all. All right, so make sure you go right and watch that video. All right, I'll be channeling more messages and loading them to the channel today, y'all. All right, unbreakable love. Say that shit, y'all. All right, whatever you got, this shit is unbreakable. It says this person has genuine love for you. You can overcome any issues that may arise. Beautiful energy today, y'all. I'm telling you, you let go. When things get more confused, you just have to let go. Why? Because y'all share a past life, y'all. Don't be afraid to let people go. It says letting go. If someone leaves you confused more than comforted, you need to reassess their access to you. And in your ability to let go, you understand you have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. They ain't going nowhere, y'all. They ain't going nowhere. Thank you guys for all of the gifts today. Y'all have done amazing. Thank y'all so much, y'all. All right, we got distance. All right, so if there is distance between you and your person, it's fine. It allows the relationship to grow, y'all. Men ain't gonna go through surgery with you there. Let's be clear. In real life, men don't even like to go to the doctor. So if this man is going through a spiritual awakening and God is whooping his ass the same way God whooped your ass, do you think he finna come around? My king don't even come around if his ass ain't got no haircut, and we've been together for years at this point. I be like, babe, like I ain't never seen you without a haircut. But let's be clear, if I ain't looking my best, I don't go around here neither. I come to bed in lingerie. Like you want to always be at your best with your real person. You do, y'all. You consider that kind of stuff. When y'all let yourselves go and you don't care about your appearances because you don't care about that person either, y'all. You really don't. But when you really care about your person and you care about yourself, child, you be cute all the time. Thank you. Thank you for the GG, Shantae. Thank you for the GGs. All right. So somebody, through all of this, you have learned how to pay attention to the red flags, right? This whole situation has taught you to look at the signs. And then it also taught you how to let go of the need to control so that you can allow the situation to unfold naturally. All right. And then we finally have, y'all, magnetic connection. It's your damn person, y'all. There is a very strong pull and intensity that draws you to this person. Yeah. You just got to stop being afraid. All right. Leave your fears behind. They are stopping this relationship from blooming. All right. And then what is the final message for the collective? Beautiful. Stay optimistic, y'all. When it comes to love, positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. All right. Let's reset the energy, y'all. Let's see what's going on with career. All right. What you need to know most at this time. If you want a career message, set the intention, put your energy out there. All right. I'll get about, 4 quick messages, or you can take it as one total message, however it resonates with you. I always lay a base of 4 for career. Now, all four messages could be you. Maybe one or two of the messages are for you. Maybe the whole damn thing is. All right. Take it how it resonates, y'all. Again, thank you for tuning in to the live, y'all. I am the Lady Empath 1111. I'm live Monday through Friday at 7:15. All right, p.m. here. I'm live on TikTok. If I get the schedule back together, it'll be Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. We shall see though, because I have other stuff that I do on Thursdays. So, TikTok is TikTok. I hit it when I can. All right, y'all. Let's see. Career. Let's tap in, y'all. All right. What do we need to know? All right. In career for the collective. I think I want to use this deck to clarify. All right, y'all, we are still in this powerful new moon energy. All right, so make sure that you understand. Oh, I think I want to use this one. I use this one in a minute. So make sure you are very aware of your intentions. Be aware of the energy. It is always heightened. All right, doing new moons and full moons. Don't let yourself get overextended, y'all, or overexerted. All right, let's get into this career. All right, what does the collective need to know as far as career is concerned? All right, what does the collective need to know for career? All right, we got self-care. If you want to live like royalty, start by treating yourself like royalty. I love that. That's in the damn career reading. Beautiful. All right, envy. All right, envy. That's one of the locks, which is a subconscious blockage. Focusing on what others have is a drain on your energy. We will clarify that, y'all, especially when you're looking at career. You'll be focusing on how somebody else is building their career and not putting the energy into building your own. All right. Empowerment is the key. Beautiful. Empowerment. It says, are you ready to fully step into your power and accept all the responsibility that comes with? Somebody, all of this is about you. Your whole career is about your leader. I should have known. Leader is at the bottom of the deck, because I'm over here like, well, who the hell are you? Because all of this is about your own personal empowerment and not really looking at what everyone else around you has. Somebody, you feel like this pressure, but it says be aware of how family influences and social pressures are influencing your career choices, y'all. See, a lot of times it's like we want to do certain things in career because our family does it, because it'll get us this level of prosperity. You got to do what makes you happy, y'all. Because let me tell you, I am someone who owns a business, but I'm going to tell you, the majority of the years I own my business, I wasn't happy. I did what the fuck made me money. A CPA makes hella money, right? I did what made me money. I didn't truly start enjoying my job. I enjoyed it when I first started my firm, and I enjoyed it maybe the last couple of years. Now I only work in my firm no more. Like my staff handles it. I barely take a call with people, because you get to a point in your career where your purpose takes precedence over your 3D job. And I just have no desire to do that shit, right? But I also know that, I built a whole company and I ain't got to be there and do it, because I got employees that can do it, right? But it's like you cannot allow family pressure or social influences to impact your career choices, because if you're not happy with what it is that you're doing, then you're not going to be fulfilled. Don't nobody want to be working miserable. No, you are not supposed to have to sacrifice what it is that you want in a life of misery, y'all. You don't. So somebody, you are a born leader. Look, freedom. Say that. Freedom. Look at that crown, y'all. Crowns. It says the freedom to do whatever you want with your time. That's crazy, y'all. Look, even counselor is at the bottom of the deck, y'all. So somebody, because whatever it is that you're meant to do, clearly you meant to have freedom of time, y'all. It's freedom of time, right? So it says the freedom to do whatever you want with your time is one of the ultimate benchmarks of an abundant life. You are the master of your schedule. That is me. I live an abundant life because I am under no time constraints, not a fucking one. I don't do shit that mean I'm up against a deadline, because I ain't got time for that. I've been up against deadlines. I've been working since I was 14, y'all. I'm 50. I literally have been working since I was 14. I ain't take no breaks. I grew up in the hood. You had to get a fucking job if you wanted to get out the hood, y'all. So when people say, well, damn, you done working at 50, fuck yeah. When you start working at 14, 15 years old, you better be done at 50. That's stupid. Why would you still be working? If you started working at 14 and 15, that means you have no wisdom. That's stupid. My mama made me work. So I became very responsible and I kept a job all the way through college and multiple degrees. So at 50, I ain't got to work. Somebody, you got a freedom of time, or that is what you are aspiring to do, y'all. Look, you got to envision it. Say that shit. It says, do you know exactly what you want? Or are you acting consistently towards achieving it? Maintain a clear vision of what you are calling forth, and you will be unstoppable. Somebody, you are a leader. It says, a born leader, you can truly bring out the best in others by guiding them, right? You are a counselor. Your compassionate nature makes you a good listener. Your advice is sought after. Let me tell you, y'all, as a counselor, you will never run out of clients. It is billions of people in this goddamn world. If you are a counselor, you will never run out of clients. Look, financial freedom. Financial freedom. See, y'all be wondering where the people gonna come from. You gotta let God handle that, right? You gotta let God handle that, y'all. Somebody out, everything out here speaking to financial freedom. I'm talking about, it says when you are financially free, your lack of money it no longer defines the limitations of your life. Y'all, look, host. I could never make it up. Somebody, you're supposed to be a host. All of this, y'all, leads to freedom of time. Literally, it says whether your space is physical or digital, you can find a lot of fulfillment in being a host, y'all. So somebody, you're meant to host events, right? Online, even if it's digital, y'all. I saw a thing with Funky Dineva posted. I think I posted it on my Instagram. Hey, y'all, go to Instagram and follow the Lady CPA. I'll post all my business stuff under my Lady CPA Instagram. Make sure y'all, of course, follow the Lady Empath 1111 on Instagram too, y'all. But somebody, you're going to get your dream home, and it's going to come through whatever this is. It says when you are living your best life every day, your dream home is your actual home. Like somebody, you're going to be financially free. And this is either hosting, leadership, or a counselor. And it's going to allow you to build your dream home. Let me get one more before I clarify. All right. Yeah, dream job. And two of them came out with promotion. Say that. I'll put them both like this. All right, somebody, if you're not a business owner, because not everybody should be self-employed, y'all stop playing. I am not one of them people that say everybody need to own a business. No, the fuck you don't. Everybody don't need to own a business. That's stupid. So if you are going to receive your dream job, right? Did you ever think you could get paid for just being yourself? Right? Somebody, your dream job is one where you're going to get paid for just being yourself. And it's going to elevate your earnings. Somebody, you're going to get a promotion. Elevated earnings come hand in hand with a heightened responsibility. Somebody, let me tell you, if your job is offering you more responsibility, accept it, y'all. But just tell them that you want more money. Right? Remember that, y'all. Everything is a negotiation. Even when you interviewing for a job, you get to negotiate just like they negotiate. You get to interview them just like they interviewing you. If you don't like your boss at the interview, you ain't gonna like that motherfucker if you take that job. So do not psych yourself out, y'all. Right? Go to these interviews. But I'm gonna tell you, if you don't like the people interviewing you, don't take that job. Nothing is gonna change, y'all. It only gets worse. What else do we need to know about career? All right. What else do we need to know? Yeah, the world, y'all. I love it. Somebody, this could be in the justice system, a museum. Somebody, you could be an artist. I heard curator. Yeah. Somebody, I heard curator. Oh, investigator as well. Yeah. Because somebody, you have a keen eye. Somebody, you could have a cat, but I heard private investigator. It's like you can go find people. FBI could be significant as well, y'all. But I feel like somebody, you could even travel the world doing this. Somebody, you could work for an airline. I'm seeing a pilot or a stewardess as well, y'all. So somebody, you could work for an airline. All right. Somebody, I'm going to tell you, if you are a host and you have any type of influence, you do know you can go to all of these places and do partnerships with them. Airlines will give you airline credits to simply post that you flying their airline, especially if you are a host or an influencer, y'all. Yeah. Somebody, you could be a party planner. You like to plan events. All right. Somebody, you could definitely be an event planner. I heard wedding, all right, wedding events. Yeah. Somebody, you gonna get a new project. I heard project manager, and whatever this is, this gonna bring you a lot of coins, y'all. A lot of coins, y'all. I got the queen of coins, right? New projects, page of wands. It could even be working with children, right? Somebody, you could work with children. You could own a daycare, y'all. Whatever this is, it's going to allow a lot of money. Somebody, you got on black and white today. It's going to bring you a lot of wealth. I saw farmers market. All right, somebody, you need to go set up on the farmer's market on weekends. I'm seeing like shea butters and like natural products and soaps and stuff. Go to the farmer's market, y'all. Y'all know the farmer's market booths are not that expensive. You can get a booth at a farmer's market for about $100 or something, y'all, and go sell your projects. So somebody, you got projects or products that you need to sell. All right. Somebody, you could be going into project management as well. All right. I'm seeing a barista. A barista. Ooh, Foxtail. I heard Foxtail Coffee. Somebody, you might want to look into a coffee franchise. Now, let me tell you, y'all, franchises are great businesses. All right, because everything is already laid out for you. You just got to be cognizant of the fees, royalties, and commissions and stuff will kill you, but not if you know what the fuck you're doing, y'all. So somebody, you may want to invest in a franchise. Yeah, Knight of Wands. All right, let me tell y'all about the stocks, y'all, because now I'm seeing a stock trader here, and this is what's going on with that, y'all. Right, my nephew texted me yesterday, yeah, with this damn Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Seven of Cups. Do not be confused with this market, y'all. Somebody, you could be Indian, you could be eating Indian food or Italian food, or somebody you like Indian and Italian food. I want you to be careful with these stocks, though, y'all, because you can buy now. You should buy now, y'all, because the stock market is horrible, right? But don't check that shit because you're gonna be panicking, y'all. So yeah, right. Don't be confused. Yeah, with the Five of Coins, 80% off, because most stocks are absolutely down, y'all, with this Five of Pentacles, right? But there's a stairway to light. I love it. My cards always talk to me. That's gonna lead your ass to the Ace of Coins, right? But you gotta put your money in now and be willing to let it sit. Do not put money in the fucking stock that your ass gonna take back out tomorrow. That's stupid. All you doing is tying up money. Put that shit there, buy low. Don't look at it, even if it keep falling, buy more. Because everything in this world is cyclical. The stock market always comes back up, y'all. We live in these United States of America. These white men gonna play their stocks and they gonna make sure we make money, y'all. So what you got to do is stop being so goddamn scared. What if I put my money over there and I lose it? You all gonna lose that shit. Don't do nothing with it. Leave it right there. Because even when it's gone, it's not gone, y'all. When you lose money in the stock market, it ain't going nowhere. You just got to wait for the market to turn. Y'all lose money and be like, I'm taking my last $5 out. Well, guess what? Now you have nothing left, stupid. Let that shit sit there. I have lost, I don't even look at it right now, my stocks. I don't know how much money, because God is saying you ain't really lost nothing. As long as that shit's still sitting there, you still own it. Even if it ain't worth nothing today, if it's worth 20 million tomorrow, now you 20 million richer. So stop looking at your stock account talking about I ain't got no money. Shut up. That's stupid. Ace of Coins is here, y'all. I heard radiology tech. Somebody, you could be a radiology tech or anesthesia tech. You gonna get the job, y'all. Ace of Swords. Goddamn, that thing say, I got this job. Say that shit. And somebody you already know, because the goddamn High Priestess is clarifying that, y'all. High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you got the job. That's 1, 2, 3. That's creation in 3 days. Somebody, you gonna know by Friday about that job, and you got it. And you need to start acting like you got it now, y'all. That's called faith. Say that shit, Emperor, with the Page of Swords. All you doing is waiting on the communication, y'all. Stop playing. Somebody, all you doing is waiting on the communication. You already got the job. I keep seeing an art museum curator, y'all. Somebody, you need to get into art museums or curating. I keep seeing a curator. Or a buyer, purchaser, buyer, like buyers. Yeah. Somebody, you crush that shit. Somebody, you a counselor, and this is a man. I'm seeing a man with like 2 people in front of him, a lady and a man. This could be a lawyer. Yeah, King of Swords. You're very logical, very diplomatic. Somebody, you play chess online. That's some king shit right there. You play chess online. That's crazy as fuck, y'all. And you be beating your own goddamn self and the computer. Somebody, there's a very intelligent man in your energy. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Somebody could be coming home from the military as well. If you waiting on your son or your husband or somebody to come home from the military, God says they coming home and they gonna be fine. That's a very specific message for somebody. You can have on a tan or a brown dress. Thank you, Kyra. Yeah, somebody, your person is gonna be fine. I'm seeing a military person come home. All right, so don't even worry about that. Just tell them don't do that shit no more. Don't nobody want to fight for a country that don't give a fuck about them. What I said, 5 of Wands, 4 of Coins. Don't nobody want to fight for a country that don't give a fuck about them. Stop sending your kids to the goddamn military. That's stupid. I hide my son before I put him in a goddamn military for a country don't give a fuck about people. That's dumb as fuck. 10 of cups. Your family gonna be fine. Your child or your husband, whoever this is coming home, and y'all gonna eat dinner together at this goddamn table. I heard Thanksgiving. Somebody, you gonna be fine by Thanksgiving. Wheel of Fortune. Say that shit, God. Wheel of Fortune. Somebody, you gonna be fine by Thanksgiving. Your child or son or whoever this is coming home. Somebody coming home. The Wheel of Fortune. Hell, it could be jail, whatever it is. Somebody gonna be home by Thanksgiving. Yeah, Knight of Coins, and you've been working. The Lovers and the Three of Cups. Say that shit. Somebody's been accomplishing their daily goals as well. I'm seeing a man here, and even though this is career, it's like whatever his daily goals is actually leading him to this connection as well. There's a masculine in somebody's energy who's actually checking off a lot of what it is that they want financially. Yeah, Ace of Wands. I could never make it up with a Knight of fucking Swords. Y'all stop playing. Somebody's gonna come in and communicate because they feel better financially. Somebody, you bought your child a hoverboard. Somebody could have a yellow hoverboard. But with the Lovers here, y'all, in the Three of Cups, somebody want to come in and tell you that their job is better and now they want a reunion. Say that shit. Six of Wands. Make sure you clap for this person, y'all. Whoever this person is, they love when you clap for them. Like they love when you say, good job, love. I'm so proud of you. Stuff like that, y'all. Make sure you affirm whoever this is. Yeah, Queen of Wands. They love you too. Oh, I'm talking about they love you to death. Queen of Wands to the death card, y'all. That person loves you. Somebody you could work in the OR. Somebody you could have just had a baby. Look, the lady is giving birth on this card, y'all. I just saw that. Oh, 1, 2, 3, y'all, and 1, 3, 2 on the likes. Say that. 1, 2, 3 people and 1, 3, 2 likes, y'all. Somebody, you birthing something, whether this is physical or spiritual with the Queen of Wands and the Death card. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you giving birth to something beautiful. Don't give up, Empress. Stop. Not with the Five of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Empress. Stop playing, y'all. Somebody, you birthing something. Don't give up. I told you, your masculine over here at this damn bar drinking with this Five of Cups, y'all. But y'all are birthing something great together. It's going to lead to a whole family, y'all. I heard a family that worships together stays together. Y'all going to worship together. Yeah, y'all going to worship together, y'all. A family that worships together stays together. All right, let me get you some higher purpose messages, y'all. Oh, let me get you your last career messages. All right, final career messages. Final career messages. All right, mind power. Lead with your mind. All right. Use your intelligence, analyze data, logic, and think rationally. All right. Lead with your mind. Home-based businesses, y'all. This keeps coming up with these home-based businesses. All right. Home is the harbor of the soul. It is the safest place you can be. Change your environment. Yep. Opportunities, y'all. It says new job opportunities change the workplace. New job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip. Change is coming just in time. Yeah, somebody, you just had a closed door because that was the wrong decision. But God is now going to give you another opportunity, and God knows you're exhausted. So God is about to send you a helping hand, and it's in the form of a bright idea, and that will lead to a lot of success. God is acknowledging your loyalty, and because of that, you will be a public face and an authority figure when it comes to love. Hello, that's somebody's message with 117 on the views. Somebody, you're going to be a public face, and it's going to have something to do with love. Maybe it's your love life. Maybe you're going to be a vlogger, y'all, right? Maybe you're going to be a vlogger. But whatever it is, it's going to be a public face because you're some type of an authority. There's been a door that has been closed on you, but it's because that was the wrong decision. God knows that you are exhausted, but you're also about to get help. Your loyalty is being tested. There's a lot of success. You're on the right track. There's an idea. All right. Let me get your higher purpose messages, y'all. I love that energy. I love that energy, y'all. That's beautiful. See, every time you think one door closes, y'all, you got to understand that one closed door is only leading to several open ones. Right? Several open ones, y'all. I love that beautiful ass Empress energy. All right. So change your perspective, y'all. All right, let's get your higher purpose messages and angel numbers, y'all. I will be, unless something changes, I will be on TikTok tonight at 7. Now, y'all know I got Gigi baby here and stuff be going on during the day. All right, but as of right now, I will be on TikTok live. I'm still working on y'all personal readings. I will be getting some more of those out today. All right, y'all have to be patient now. Y'all know my baby just had a baby and I'm on Gigi duty. So I cannot get as much in a day done as I would like. All right. However, y'all know when I deliver, my shit's fire. So if you got to wait 2 weeks, it's going to be the best 2 weeks of your goddamn life. Right? I love that, Marky. I love it. Oh my God. All right, y'all. Let's get to your higher purpose messages. I think we will do this one. All right, let's see. All right, higher purpose messages today for my collective. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Lady Collective, y'all. Without y'all, there is no lady. Hello. All right, there is no Lady Empath without the Lady Collective. All right, so thank you guys for all being a part of the collective. All right, make sure you guys stay in tune with us on the Discord. All right, higher purpose messages to close out the day. All right, higher purpose messages to close out the day. All right, do not carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Set boundaries today, y'all. All right, set boundaries today. Let go. It is not yours to carry. All right, get that weight off of you, y'all. Relax. Go get in some water. Take a spiritual bath. Right, go to the beach. Create your inner earth, right? Because you will survive this. Find a new solution, y'all, and a new beginning. Because you are a star keeper, right? You have cosmic ancestors. See the light by staying grounded. I think I spoke about that yesterday. I don't know if it was the live yesterday or the reading that I did, where I was saying that you got to know your ancestors, y'all. People don't know where you come from. If you don't know where you come from, then how the hell you know where you're going? Right? If you don't know where you come from, you don't even know what is available and possible to you. Right? So you got to understand that you are a star keeper, cosmic ancestors, and you got to see the light by staying grounded. Create your own inner earth. All right. And then take baby steps. This always comes out. All right. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. It might not always make sense, but you got to follow your intuition until it does. Right? There's a deep cellular healing that's taking place within the collective, y'all. This is about devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer, right? Because you got to understand the emotional and physical healing that's taking place within you. All right. Share your song today. What does that speak? Use your voice, y'all. You have a double mission, right? Frequency and sound, diving deep, y'all. Use your voice. Orcas are whales. Whales and orca are elders, right? Somebody you really connect with the sea, with the ocean, right? So that is what it is. And you got to understand the frequency of sound. Many people, if you are a water goddess, you connect with water, you hear frequency and sound, y'all, all the time, right? I be hearing shit and I be like, damn, is the baby crying? Right? And I'm like, the fuck, right? And you hear it because you have this keen hearing. All of those are spiritual gifts, y'all. Smell, oh my God, my smell senses be off the chain. I walked around this house the other day trying to find this bad smelling orange for about a week. I say, it's an orange in here. It's bad, y'all. I smell this bad orange. My damn son over here talking about, mom, I say, I smell it. It's some oranges. It's something bad in this house. I thought it was the garbage, y'all. The other day, the house was, it was so, I'm talking, I felt like the house was stink. The kids was like, no, the house ain't stink, mom. What you talking? I smelled something. It was the mop water. You know how you make mop water, y'all, and it's kind of sitting there? Child, I poured that mop water out and I almost fell out. I said, I told y'all I smelled something. You be like, I told you I smelled something, right? So your senses, y'all, your senses, they do, right? Light worker, star seed, you got to serve the world by being you, which means that you have to become more sensitive. All right. Reach out today if you need help. All right. If you've isolated yourself and you are trying to do everything on your own, it is okay to ask for help. All right. So reach out. All right. If you feel like your energy is scattered today, you have too much on your plate and you got to get your focus together. All right. That could be causing you to feel exhausted and overwhelmed as well. So make sure you prioritize your own well-being and come up with a new plan. All right. Warrior spirit today, relentless commitment to challenges. All right. You approach life as a personal battle, but you got to master your forceful nature. Healing. Healing is on the forefront today with 111 viewers, y'all. Healing. All right. It says your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, y'all, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Receive it, y'all. Receive the healing. It's available to you. but you got to be open to it, y'all. All right. And then release. Beautiful. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama. And this is the first step to achieving that. And then protect your energy. Beautiful. It says you're being asked to protect yourself and your energy today, right? It's okay to want to give to others, which you do that and you do it effortlessly, right? But it's important, right, for you to set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Protect your energy, y'all. All right. If you see these angel numbers today, the universe is speaking to you. All right. If you see these angel numbers today, the universe is speaking to you. Thank you guys, y'all. We done held 100 all day and we got up I don't forgot what the top number was, y'all, but I thank you guys so much. I remember when we started YouTube, y'all, we have a good 30 people. Huh? Ooh, y'all know. Here we go, y'all, with our zeros. These zeros always come out from my collective, y'all. What is that? I am observant. Open your eyes today, y'all. God is showing you everything that you need to know. Open your eyes. It says angels are asking for your attention. Open your eyes, listen, and think about everything that is happening. Trust your intuition and follow their guidance without any delay. Focus inward through meditation and prayer. Y'all, God damn, y'all, look, another zero. Beautiful energy. Zero, y'all. And 1010 is at the bottom of the deck. All right. It says, I am limitless. Zero. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop the spiritual side. You are gaining new sight. Understand, y'all, all of this is about your vision, your insight, your intuition, y'all. You just gotta observe. When you observe, you become limitless, y'all. So God is saying, man, you just gotta keep your eyes open, y'all. There is no limit. Why? Because 111. 111, it says, I am created, right? There is no limit, right? 111, angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I am creative. Somebody, you really getting into your creative bag. That's beautiful, y'all. Yeah, I love it, y'all. What did I say? I am creative. What's the number 3, y'all? 3 is creativity. 3 is Empress energy, y'all. Somebody, you're very fertile right now. I got a lot of feminine energy out here, y'all. A lot of creative energy. And you're now beginning to honor your double mission. See, you're a light worker star seed, y'all. You have to be able to serve the world by just being you, right? It's expression. It's your charisma, right? I am charismatic, right? It says expression comes naturally to you. You are very skilled at communicating your thoughts through conversations and creative pursuits. You are able to get others on board with your ideas. If you are a life path 3, you are super creative. Super creative if you are a life path 3. Beautiful. 777, y'all, in the comments. 777. I am in the flow. All right. Your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose, y'all. A state of peace, calmness in your soul. 55. Beautiful. 55. I am evolving. All right. Substantial change is in your future. Embrace the change, a need to overcome your insecurities, and let go of your fears. I am evolving. All right. Let's get the last one. Let's see who's going to guess it. Y'all know we've been doing this lately. All right. I'm going to get to pull the last one. Now, drop your numbers in. Moderators, pay attention to the numbers. If somebody gets the exact number that I pull, you get one question for free. All right. Get your numbers out there. Moderators, y'all pay attention to the numbers. I'm going to shuffle it up. Y'all can hear me. Look, I'm going to let y'all see me shuffle. All right, let me let y'all see me shuffle. All right, we're going to see what this last number is. All right, if anybody gets the number on the head, all right, you can hit the website or email me one question. Preferably email me, the lady Empath1111 at Gmail. Y'all ready? Don't put no more in. All right, no more numbers. All right, this is the cutoff, moderators. Let's see. What is the final number? All right, y'all, the final number. 1111. Who put 1111 in the comments, y'all. Oh, I gotta see that. Now I know somebody better put 1111. Did nobody put 1111, y'all? I don't see no 1111s. Are y'all? Oh, she's a ditty. That's my girl. She got an 1111, y'all. That's the only one I see. Yep. Make sure I'm right, moderators, but the only 1111 I see is she's the ditty. All right, so make sure I'm right for the moderators. Shisa Diddy, you are on my Discord, so you can message me on Discord. Now, if you are on Discord and you got it, just message me on Discord or message Marky with your question. All right, you got it, love. I love that, y'all. That's fun. I think I'm gonna do that every live. I love that. I love. All right, so make sure you message me on Discord with your question. I got you. Thank you, Eyes of Creed, Lucretia. Thank you, love. All right, y'all. It has been a beautiful morning, y'all, of love and light. I pray everyone has an awesome day, y'all. Stay grounded today. Everything you need to know is on everything you need to know about me is on my website, the Lady Empath 1111.com. Join us on the Discord, y'all. Discord is the community I created so that we can just hang out, y'all. We got Poetry Slam on the Discord. We got Prayer Closet on the Discord. I put channel music on there. We all just hang out, y'all. Tomorrow on Discord, we will have our new moon intention setting. All right. What is your intention for this new moon energy? All right. We're going to do that as a collective tomorrow night on Discord. Do not forget, on Thursday night on Discord, we have the Divine Masculine Q&A. Any question you ever wanted to ask your man and he just refused to answer, well, you can ask one of my spiritual brothers. So I will have one of my spiritual brothers, man of God, on tomorrow, Thursday night on the Discord, just for a Q&A, whatever y'all want to ask him. All right, join us. We got Cook's channel on the Discord. We got spiritual gifts segments. Child, we got everything on the Discord. All right, y'all. Have an amazing day, y'all. I love it. Yes, I love that. Oh, this is your first time glowing masterpiece. Thank you so much. Make sure you come back. I'm live every morning from 7:15 to 9:30. We start off with astrology, usually go into love and end with career. Okay, if you still trying to figure Discord out, make sure y'all just so if you get to at least the WAP side of it, then you can submit a help ticket. So at least if you click the link and sign up on WAP, you can actually send Marky a message through WAP and she'll help you finish the whole Discord setup. So even if y'all can at least get to WAP, register, submit a help thing in WAP or a chat, Marky will see that and she'll help y'all get set up. Thank you, love. Zeno. Thank you, Zeno. All right, y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. All right, I'll see y'all back here in the morning, y'all. Have a beautiful day. Oh, thank you, True Essence. I love that comment. You're welcome, love. You're welcome.